NIL money. So it's strange to see how NIL is affecting college baseball in that aspect when it comes to negotiating with the draft. So, he was up front with it and said you're going to see some guys enter the portal and probably sign with the other teams and use that, and maybe they get a bigger signing bonus out of it.
Well, that's also the purpose of NIL, to help the players, the athletes, to benefit from their situation overall, and it gives them options, and it also is a thing where whatever their choice is, now it is a benefit to them. So sure that a lot of these guys would prefer to take the next step, become a pro, but if staying in college is more of a benefit for them at this time, then they'll take that option, and it's great that that option is available.
Be sure to check out Coach Curry Sunday night final score. I thought it was a very good interview, but check it out 10 o'clock on Fox 16. And on top of the people watching the game, the socials on with it being Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, Instagram, there were over 5 million social tweets, texts, posts about Little Rock and LSU that night. That's amazing.
A lot of attention there.
Yeah.
And well deserved.
Well deserved. So much fun. We got the Arkansas Super Regional coming up, not starting until Saturday. And Joe, I was thinking about this last night. And yesterday I said I fully expect Arkansas, and maybe it's wishful thinking, to win the first 2 games, get it done in 2-0, move on to the College World Series. Nothing has come easy for this team this year. There's been so many series. I guess I shouldn't say that. They swept Vanderbilt, they swept Texas, so those series did come, it was pretty easy. But I fully expect now, thinking about it, they're going to be playing Monday. It's going to be, Tennessee wins 1, Arkansas wins 1, and I've just kind of talked myself out of Arkansas going 2-0 behind Zach Root and Gage Wood, and I just feel like we're going to be sweating it out. We're going to be watching on Monday at some point, talking about it Monday at some point, and it'll be another nail biter. It just always seems to go that way.
Then it'd be curious to see if it does go that way. If it is a third game, who does Arkansas go with from a pitching standpoint? What does Tennessee do from a pitching standpoint? So, though, when it's like a series, you can't say that it's the same as a regular season series, but that's essentially what it is. It's a 3-game series, but in this situation, you have a chance to move on and continue in the postseason, whereas if you drop this series 2-0 or 2-1, then you're going to be going home.
In that aspect, a lot of things are treated like you would a regular 3-game series on the weekend, but with everything that is on the line, you will see quicker moves from the coaching staff, whether it's Vitello or it's Dave Van Horn.
More of a sense of urgency.
Exactly. If somebody is struggling, and even if it is, one of the studs, I don't care if it's Liam Doyle, Arkansas hit him really well, better than anybody has all year the last time they were in Fayetteville. I don't care if it's him. Whenever he's pitching, if Arkansas is hammering him, they'll get him out in the second, third inning. They're not going to just sit there and let Arkansas keep teeing off on him and in hopes of that, he'll turn it around and we'll get the 5, 6, 7 innings out of him that we're used to. You can't afford to do that, and all of a sudden you look up and you're down 8-1. So I expect no matter who's pitching, and that's what's going to depend who starts Game 3 for these teams. For Arkansas, if you don't use a Jimenez, he could be an option once again. Even though the start last week didn't go great, the start against Tennessee didn't go great, he could be that guy. I'm curious about Battleshees. He came in and pitched 2 really good innings, but it was out of the bullpen. Do you get that same guy as a starter? So many times these guys, when they come out of the bullpen, they're like, all I got to go is like 1 or 2 innings, and he's throwing gas, right? When you're a starter, you're kind of holding back a little bit because you're trying to go 5, 6, 7 innings.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint for them.
And so how does, if they choose to go the Battleshees way, they've got numerous guys, and if they go to a Game 3, I don't think they're looking for a starter that's going to give them 6 innings, 5 innings. They're looking for a starter that comes out there and begins the game and gets them off to a good start, whether it's a 2-inning, 3-inning, start and then turn it over to the bullpen. But
That's what it would be. It would be more of a bullpen day.
bullpen, yeah, by committee.
And that's the approach that a lot of teams take this time of the year for postseason, especially if they're not just fully confident in the third starter. And it's rare that you see teams that have 3 starters that they say, okay, we feel good about that third starter as we do about the other 2. So this is the approach that a lot of teams take right now.
Over on the D3 Auto Sales text line, 501 writes in, says, I'm not a fan of the Hogs playing Tennessee again. And I don't like the feeling of positive playing again. Well, if you're not a fan of playing Tennessee again, think about the way Tennessee fans are feeling. Because they lost the series. And they won Game 1. And they were feeling very confident after winning Game 1 that they were going to win the series. Maybe, who knows, go for the sweep. But Arkansas hammered Liam Doyle, won Game 2, and then came out and hit the ball really well and won Game 3. So if you're not confident, Tennessee fans are even less confident after what happened in Baum-Walker Stadium. Did you see the guy, the Mississippi State player? He's off, gone, playing minor league ball, but he was an all-SEC type player. Anyway, he tweeted out yesterday, Tennessee goes home. Baum-Walker Stadium is one of the toughest environments to play. We called it Vietnam. And so it was cool to see a Mississippi State player giving Arkansas a little love, and the crowd, the atmosphere, and how difficult it is to play there.
Yeah, just showing respect.
Yeah.
And once again, that's well-deserved too.
Let's see here. This is from the 501. How would have been for fans if Little Rock were in Fayetteville Regional and put the Hogs out of the tournament? It'd been tough. People would have been, you got a segment of the population very happy for Little Rock and Coach Curry and the Trojans, but then you got the Razorback fans are very disappointed in losing a home regional again. In that aspect of it, we talked about it last week before the regional, that when you look at it, I was excited. I was happy. I was disappointed we wouldn't be able to cover Little Rock in person in Fayetteville and the hype that we would have had behind that game. But now I'm glad that they were in Baton Rouge, and now you're pulling for Little Rock. You're hoping they pull off the upset, and they almost did it. So I'm glad it worked out that way in the end. But no, it wouldn't have been good, to answer your question. Can someone please explain the college softball obstruction rule, please? There was a terrible obstruction call in the Women's College World Series last night. What's interesting is the coaches are complaining, and yet they voted to put that in the rule book. Well, you're not supposed to obstruct the runner in the base path. And last night was ridiculous. The shortstop was going to get the throw from the catcher, and Joe, it was the tip of her shoe was obstructing the runner. The tip of her shoe was in the base path.
Yeah.
And she catches the ball, puts the tag down. She's out by like 4 feet because the throw was on the first base side of second base. And so when she caught it, she was clearly going to be easily out and just puts the tag down. But because they look at it and her foot was barely in the, quote, base path, which is hard to tell what the base path is in between first and second, right? Because there's not a line.
Right.
It's messed up. It really is. And I think just reading the reaction on social media from former players, current players, it's a rule that has to be changed. They're following it to the letter of the law.
It's technical. They're making it a technicality.
Instead, it's meant to be for the, let's say the shortstop went and put her leg down, her knee down to catch the throw, and there's nowhere for the player to slide in, and she's trying to slide around her knee and reach back across the base. That's what obstruction is.
Right.
It's not your tip of your foot barely in the line of the runner. That they're taking it too far. To me, that's an easy way of creating a rule to simplify what obstruction really is. 870 says, where are we? Oh, we're good on time. There's a rumor going around that the New York Knicks talking to John Calipari. I don't know if that's a rumor, if that's just people talking, but, some of these betting services that put out the odds for the next coach of the New York Knicks, his name was on the list. And I think that just got people talking about the possibility of it. I'm not worried one bit. Not at all. It's not even in my mind. I mean, I think Malone's the next head coach there. I think they're ready to announce that at any moment. But they're not supposed to do it on day one or the NBA Finals. They don't want anything to take away from the NBA Finals. There. So I think Mark Malone, is that right? No, not Mike. Mike Malone. I think he's the next head coach. So I'm not worried about it.
Mark Malone is the former NFL quarterback.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. And you can find him still doing some NFL coverage every now and then.
He looked like the guy from Hawaii Five-O.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck, yeah.
Thank you. Hey, Wes, do you know when the ESPN is launching its new streaming service? I do not. Is that the fall, the new streaming service?
I thought they said July.
July?
I'm not sure, though.
Okay. Todd, you know?
Not off the top of my head, no, but I can look it up.
870 says DJ said Jackson Wells was in the portal. Yeah, I saw Kendall Rogers tweet that out, that Jackson Wells, and he very well fits the description of what Coach Curry was just talking about.
Big time.
Jackson Wells has another year of eligibility because of the Pavia rule. Vanderbilt quarterback, he went to junior college.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gets another year because of going to junior college. So he can use that to sign an NIL deal, transfer, use that when negotiating with the team that drafts him. So that does fit the description that Coach Curry was talking about.
ESPN streaming service is set to launch in September.
Awesome. I was
there
thinking
we go.
It was right in time for football. 501 says, I'm calling it. Tennessee will plunk our first batter with the first pitch to try and get in our heads and get us off of our game. Going to pull some stunts to try to steal game one. Dave thinks they don't want to hit. They may very well hit Davalon. He was hit twice over the weekend, but they're not going to do it on purpose. You don't want to put a runner on in the first inning with the Behevo Lloyd coming up next, and then Maxwell after him, and then Ryder Helfrich after him. You don't want to get off to a bad start, put base runners on intentionally. That's the last thing they want to do, especially the way the Arkansas Razorbacks were hitting the ball, and the top of the lineup was hitting the ball. I think they combined for 9 home runs or 8 home runs, the top half of the lineup in the last regional. So I don't think so, Dave. I think that would be stupid. But Tennessee does some stupid stuff. I'll give you that. Ron says he just needs to vent. Okay. We'll let you vent, Ron. Send me a text. I'll let you vent. I won't read it on the air. We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Super Regional. Kyle Sutherland riding for Rivals, and he has a preview up of the Arkansas-Tennessee Super Regional. We'll get his thoughts on the keys for Arkansas and for Tennessee. Richard Davenport at the top of the next hour with the recruiting update. Got some guys from 2026 committed over the last week. Bill Ingram calling in from Oklahoma City to discuss the NBA Finals, and we're hoping to get a call from Kendall Diggs at some point. So it is a jam-packed show live from Twin Peaks. If you're driving around, you're hungry, come on out, have lunch. We're hanging out here until 4. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
This is SportsCenter.
Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals takes place tonight. It'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in basketball all season long, as they host the Indiana Pacers in a best-of-7 game series. Game 1 can be seen on ABC. Tip time is set for 7:30 Central Time. First game of the Stanley Cup playoffs was a fun one last night, as it was the Edmonton Oilers in overtime, taking down the defending champion Florida Panthers by a score of 4-3. It was Leon Draisaitl who found the back of the net to put Edmonton up 1-0 in that Stanley Cup final. And last but not least, it was the Texas Longhorns winning 2-1, rallying past Texas Tech. The Longhorns have a 1-0 lead in the Women's College World Series. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network. Great Thursday edition of Morning Mayhem is in the books. A fun Friday coming your way. Courtney Deifel joins the show. Also, the guys will have plenty of other guests, including Heather Baker, Danny West, RJ Hawk, our Hawks Homes movie review, and a whole lot more coming up on Friday's show. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback Baseball color analyst and Drop Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries.
Here's another Whataburger DM. Miranda says, it's 2023 and still no Pico Burger. How do we get y'all to pick it back up? Miranda, we totally thought we responded to this. We know it's been a minute or two, but good news, the Pico de Gallo burger is back up. Yep, the 2 fresh beef patties covered with crisp Pico de Gallo, 2 slices of pepper jack and creamy cilantro lime sauce you love is back. And it's all thanks to you. The Pico de Gallo burger is back for a limited time. What a burger!
It's Justin Acre with Lorbeth from Kaufman by Design West and Lorbeth. I'm so excited about the upcoming months. We've got great holidays upon us, and at Kaufman by Design West, you have everything to get folks outside and celebrating.
We have grilling season coming up, so we've got big green eggs and tons of accessories, and then it's also outdoor season, so we've got lots of in-stock steel products, toolkits, coolers, travel cases.
And for those who want to do some home improvement, we've got power tools galore. You can find it all at Kaufman by Design West, 14900 Cantor Road, out west past Taylor Loop. They're also online at kaufmanlumber.com.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Jeremiah Matthews in Little Rock, Justin Sollers in North Little Rock, or Michael Ludwig in Greenbrier today.
This is Trey Johnson. If you're looking for a new trailer or truck bed, HJ Trailer Sales has got you covered. If it's a heavy-duty trailer for hauling, a sleek truck bed upgrade, or you just need trailer repairs, HJ Trailer Sales is your one-stop shop. With a wide range of top-quality trailers built to last for work, play, and everything in between. Plus, our experienced team for all your trailer repair needs. HJ Trailer Sales, trailers, truck beds, and repairs. We've got your back. Off Albert Pike in Hot Springs or hjtrailersales.com.
Through the end of the month, shop the Hustler Turf Power Plus Performance Sales Event and save on select DeWalt products. Save up to $600 on a Hustler Fast Track Series mower or up to $350 with the purchase of a Hustler Raptor Series on select DeWalt products. Both the Fast Track and Raptor mowers boast all the features Hustler is known for, like their trademark smooth track steering, integrated parking brake, and heavy-duty fabricated steel decks and one-piece tubular frames. Stop in today at Cabot Outdoors or CabotOutdoors.com.
Out of Bounds, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet Studio.
I ain't got too much time to spare, but I'm in time for you to show how much I care. Wish that I would let you break my walls, but I'm still spinning out of control from the fall. Boy, you give good love, I won't lie. It's what keeps me coming back, even though I'm terrified.
Welcome back. Live at Twin Peaks. Wes Moore and Joe Franklin with you, getting ready for the NBA Finals tonight. You know, Joe, this would be a pretty cool place to watch the Super Regionals Saturday, Sunday, and if necessary, Monday.
Oh, it's a great place to watch any of the sports. But, yeah, definitely come out Saturday, Sunday, and Monday if possible, if needed. But, yeah, any of the sports you want to watch. Stanley Cup Final was going on last night. Great atmosphere. And Twin Peaks does specials throughout NHL season. Now for the postseason, it ramps up even more.
You know, you think about, we were here for the NCAA basketball tournament, but for the NCAA baseball tournament, it'd be cool too because you got multiple games on at one time, and you can come here and watch all the games at once.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Got plenty of TVs to watch all the sports going on.
Let's talk more about the Razorback Super Regional with the Tennessee Volunteers. Kyle Sutherland with Rivals just joins us now. What's up, Kyle? How are you?
Hey, guys, doing good. I've not really known what to do with myself for the last couple of days after watching and following baseball for 4 days straight. But got to wait a few more days for the Razorbacks, so I guess we all get up and rolling tomorrow. But it's going to be a crazy atmosphere in Fayetteville. That's certainly an understatement.
Hey, Kyle, Kevin Kelly and I up at Fox 16 were talking about this last night. It seems like this week is just dragging on, waiting for Saturday to get here because we had so much fun Thursday and then Arkansas was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Little Rock on Monday. It was like we were just craving all this baseball, and we're getting it, and then it's gone, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm tired of talking about it.
No, exactly. Especially, I think with the way, too, that we had 2 games here in Arkansas that were meaningful to us, of course, with Little Rock and LSU and the Wake Forest-Tennessee. Now, I know the Wake Forest-Tennessee game was kind of over by about the 4th inning or so for the most part, but that probably made it the wait even longer for us, I would think, just because we had that great weekend of, 4 or 5 days straight. That now that baseball and softball are able to be on all these networks, it's kind of like how we do during the NCAA tournament. You know, I'm sure that there's schools that are bringing TVs into the classrooms. So, yeah, we were spoiled for sure.
It's amazing how people feel things differently. Because for me, the week has been flying by. DJ and I were talking about that yesterday. We're like, it's already Wednesday. I mean, we're here, man. I mean, now it's Thursday, so it's been flying by for me, actually.
Yeah, and I think too, of course, having to wait until Saturday, and I wasn't too shocked, especially being on the right side of the bracket. But yeah, I'm just glad that we're on the downward turns of the weekend, though.
Kyle, how do you feel about the Super Regional with Arkansas just playing Tennessee? 3 weeks ago. This would be 2 matchups within a 4-week period.
Yeah, and on top of all the crazy storylines, obviously the Tony V and DVH deal, and how Tony V is 2-11 against DVH, but obviously has that national championship ring. All the storylines with it, and then on top of the statistics that are just incredibly similar. When you think, especially ERA, 3.93 for Tennessee, and then it's 3.95 for Arkansas. Batting average is very similar. Now, strikeouts and walks, there's a little bit of a difference there. Tennessee did they played 4 more games than the Razorbacks did, but then you look at the batting lineup. You've got 8 Tennessee players that have hit double-digit home runs, 7 for Arkansas. Now, Justin Thomas Jr. is at 9, so we'll see if he gets there maybe this weekend. And then I think probably when you look at pitching, 2 great bullpens, obviously some really good starters. I think probably really the main difference in this one, Arkansas doesn't really have that true ace. And, yeah, I know that might sound a little disrespectful to Zach Root. He has played really well and maybe not been given enough credit, but Liam Doyle probably going to be a top 10 draft pick in next month's draft. And I think that's probably one of the major differences that you see with this team is I don't know that they have that Arkansas has like a bona fide ace like Tennessee does, kind of like what Arkansas had with Hagen Smith last year.
What is the biggest strength you see with this team right now, Kyle, in the way they're playing?
Well, I'll say especially in the batting lineup, obviously when you hit 10 home runs in 3 games, that's pretty strong. But one overlooked stat that I haven't heard a whole lot about, you look at Reese Robinette in that 8-hole, and I know that Reese has really started to come on maybe in the last month or so, had those 2 home runs in Game 3 against Texas, but he had 2 hits over the weekend in regionals, but he also drew 6 walks. And the fact is that this guy's getting on base, he's figuring out a way to do it, and you think about going into an inning where you're 8, 9, and 1 are due up, you have him probably getting on base in one way or another. Then you've got Justin Thomas right behind him that has been shaky hitting. I know he had a home run the other night, but he can lay down a bunt. So at worst, you're probably having Robinette standing on second base, and then the batting lineup flips over, and you've got Davalon with 86 hits and 56, I think it is, RBI, and then 4 guys behind him that combine for 9 of those 10 home runs. So really with the batting lineup, it's about as even as it gets to me. But I think with the pitching, it's really, we're going to have to see, and this obviously goes without saying, but we're going to have to see last week's version or something similar of Gage Wood and Zach Root, just because if you go 3 and you're kind of and you have been shaky there, especially with that Game 3 starter, you don't really know what could happen. So I think really, as it always is, pitching is what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, Kyle, if they give 6 innings again, Arkansas wins. And they may win it too. If you get 2 6-inning performances, but then turn it over to the bullpen, which has been just outstanding for Arkansas. I think the biggest difference between the two teams is in the field. Arkansas is a very good fielding team. And Tennessee seems to do something stupid every game.
Yeah, no, that's right, because and that's a good point too. Is I did focus more offensively there, but that's probably the biggest glare is Arkansas's got the best defense in the SEC, one of the better ones in the country. And Tennessee, I say Tennessee's the worst because they're just above Missouri. No offense to Missouri, or I guess maybe all offense to Missouri. That's last to me in the SEC if that's your measuring point. But I think it's defense, Wes. But something that maybe some are maybe a little bit not really wanting to say. I think too it's really going to come down to the demeanor. I mean, you look, Cannon Peebles got tossed the other night. They're Tennessee's catcher, really another one of their really good players, for doing some stupid stuff. He said some stuff that he shouldn't have said, either to the ump or to the Wake Forest catcher. And I know Tennessee has made a kind of a reputation of getting under people. Look, they've been successful, so you got to give credit where credit's due. But they've really done a great job of getting under people's skin. And once they have you, then that's when they've got you exactly where they want you. But I think it's been taken up a notch this year. And so Tennessee's just got to be smarter than they were the other night. I mean, Liam Doyle I thought was completely just off the rails. I mean, that was just some crazy celebrating he was doing. So I think, that's a great point. Defense is going to be really key, but also too, can everybody keep their tempers controlled? Because that's obviously something that, Tennessee, maybe not so much tempers, but more so just acting crazy.
What's something that could pose some problems for Arkansas right now?
Well, I mean, I think you start first and foremost with Liam Doyle, especially the way that he was pitching the other night. He got roughed up against Arkansas in that outing. What was that, May 16th? I guess that was Game 2, and gave up 11 hits, was tagged for 6 earned runs, both career highs. He did strike out 10, and then he had a tough outing in the SEC tournament, but then got really back into form in his start against Miami. And then, guys, I don't know if y'all were watching the other night, but he was electric. I mean, he was touching 99 on him. He was just on it, struck out 5 batters in, I think, 2 1/3 innings is what he got the save for. So that's the biggest key right there. I'm not saying Arkansas can't be successful against them again, but it's really hard for me to imagine he has 2 bad outings in a row, especially with the Terry's on right now. So I think that's, again, why it's so important, really getting on him again like they did last time, just to also give your pitching a little bit more confidence there that you've got a few runs to work with.
Well, Arkansas took 2 or 3 from them, it'll be close to 4 weeks ago. How do you feel about this one?
When you look at that part, just the fact that they won it a couple weeks ago, and also the DVH has a massive advantage over Tony Vitello, of course, his former assistant, and everybody knows the story by now. But I think, Wes, you've got to just throw all that out the window. I mean, there is just not just so much on the line. Usually these teams are playing for, I shouldn't say usually, they have played for conference supremacy before. Maybe not so much this year because Tennessee was struggling a little bit down the stretch. But, I mean, this is the highest of stakes that these teams have ever played for. So I don't really think that you can look too much at how successful Arkansas has been during the Tony V era or anything like that. You're just going to have 2 great baseball teams that are going out, and Arkansas obviously wants to end Tennessee's bid for back-to-back, and, of course, this is Tennessee's 5th super regional in a row, and then Arkansas wants to make sure and do that in front of their home fans. So I think pretty much anything outside of that, you've just got outside of the game itself and pitch by pitch, you just got to throw all that out.
Arkansas in 2 then?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I didn't get my pick that up. I'm going to go Arkansas in 3. I went into that analysis. Yeah, no, my bad. I'm going to go Arkansas in 3. I think they are going to do it. Probably one day we'll have maybe get a little bit of a rough stretch pitching possibly, but I do think ultimately the bats are going to get it done, and the Hogs will go back to Omaha for the first time since 22.
Kyle, awesome. Great stuff. Thanks, man. We appreciate you.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Kyle Sutherland, riding for Rivals, joining us on Out of Bounds. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the first hour talking about Twin Peaks. Happy hour getting ready to start. Got some great food. Great food's already been delivered to our table. I'm about to munch in at the top of the hour during our long break.
You got fish and chips today.
How was it?
Well, still working on it, but it's great.
All right.
And got a side of Nashville hot sauce to dip it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
We'll talk about Twin Peaks when we come back. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Looking for adventure on 2 wheels or 4? Honda of Russellville has the largest Honda selection in the entire state. ATVs, motorcycles, dirt bikes, scooters, and side-by-sides, all priced to move. From the trail to the mud and back again. Check out our Mud Pro series featuring Ranchers, Foremans, and Rubicons. Want more power? Try our Mud Slayer packages on Pioneers and Talons. From mild to wild, Honda of Russellville has exactly what you're looking for. Visit us on Facebook or check out HondaofRussellville.com.
The games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites. Walk On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer, and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages, from melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online in the app. Walk On Sports Bistro, game on.
Natural State Wholesale in Cabot has all kinds of flooring, tile, vinyl, hardwood, waterproof wood, and laminate. Their price will not be beat. Create a beautiful new bathroom with bathtubs, vanities, faucets, fixtures, and toilets. Tile for showers. New specials always coming and going, but always great wholesale pricing. 2011 North 2nd Street in Cabot. Go see the Flooring King, Don Grisham himself. They're now open on Saturdays, 8 to noon.
If you have a passion for adventure and unmatched quality, then head to Honda of North Little Rock for the best lineup of quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. They have Honda's best models and will find the perfect ride just for you. That's Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. The world record for the half marathon now begins with a 56, as Uganda's Jacob Kiplimo took a remarkable 48 seconds off the previous record at the 2025 Barcelona Half Marathon, clocking in at a ridiculous 56 minutes 42 seconds to become the first person to ever break 57 minutes. That is a pace of 4:19 per mile for 13 miles. This blazing pace is mind-blowing. The ancient Greek Pheidippides would salute this historic achievement. And if Pheidippides had run into a Doublebees, he could have gotten a Gatorade that would have done him a world of good. Because Gatorade has what plants crave, electrolytes. Come on into a Doublebees near you to refresh yourself. Or as the youngsters say, hydrate. Doublebees. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebees.
The leader in sportsbook apps in the state of Arkansas, Bet Saracen, has a club you might want to consider joining. It's the perfect offer for you if you like to play parlays. Head over to the Bet Saracen app, opt in, and get all the details on how to earn bonus cash with the Parlay Bonus Club. It's active through June, and it could be the key to stacks of sportsbook bonus cash. The Parlay Bonus Club on the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Congratulations to Alan Gallardo Lopez of Fayetteville and Lily Bershears of Rogers for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in Cross Country, as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David Basil and linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, Demario Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
Hey, it's Chuck the Promo Guy. Join me every Tuesday morning at 8:30 for Check In with Chuck, brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville. And get caught up with everything that's going on at the Buzz. It's brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo. Whether you're on the road, on the water, or in the trails, they have the ride for you.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz. Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio. Gwatney Chevrolet. Driving, trust every mile.
know I like my chicken fried. A cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine. And that's home, you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine. Where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about. But it's filled with love that's grown in southern ground. And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just
All
right.
right, welcome back. Good stuff, Todd. We're just listening and enjoying some music. Got Leah with us from Twin Peaks.
Hello.
What's up? Welcome back.
I know. It's good to be back.
You know, see, here's the thing. When you do a good job on the radio at one of these things, we just keep coming back and having you on so that we don't have to risk getting somebody on here that's not any good. So
Oh, okay.
it's your own fault because you were so good last
boosted
time.
my ego a little bit right there. So.
I'm trying.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What's up? What's going on here?
Well, today is Thursday, and we have specials going on. If y'all want to come down to Twin Peaks, we have our $5 fried pickles going on, our $3.99 Bud Light and Budweiser, as well as $5 Jameson and Jameson orange shots and Mexican candy shots.
What's your favorite app that you like to get during happy hour? And happy hour is 2 to 7, so anybody that's coming in for happy hour, you got plenty of time to make it in.
You can never go wrong with the chips and queso. I mean, that's a good appetizer to share with your friends, especially with the NBA Finals starting tonight. You can come down and enjoy some cold beers and some good appetizers at a decent price.
Absolutely. And you mentioned fried pickles. That's actually my favorite. So
Okay.
I'm all about the fried pickles.
Well, you're in luck because that's all day. So.
What was it like last weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even Monday when the Little Rock Trojans baseball team was playing LSU, but then you had the Razorbacks playing in the regional? Was it good crowds?
Friday night's always a decent crowd, and then I was also here on Sunday night, and it was pretty steady. I didn't have 1 second actually stop and eat some dinner, so I could say it was pretty good.
Is there a lot of baseball fans? Because I would think this is a cool place to come because you got so many different baseball games going on different channels, and you got so many different TVs. You can watch all these different games.
Well, yeah, I see some baseball fans for sure, but more basketball, obviously. But I feel like it's a good place to watch any sport, so you can never really go wrong.
True.
Absolutely. Hockey got started last night. Basketball
Right.
starts tonight.
And surprisingly, we have some good hockey fans that come in a lot.
Oh yeah. And throughout the season, Twin Peaks does specials for hockey season, and they, you guys give away jerseys and everything. So
Right.
yeah, you have plenty of hockey fans, and it all got started last night with an exciting game that went to overtime, and got a big time win by Edmonton Oilers, the home team.
Okay. Well, I don't know everything about that, but good for them.
Yeah. So NBA Finals, though, it starts tonight. Pacers, Thunder. Which team are you hearing more about that you think has a chance to
I
win
believe
this
Thunder
championship?
for sure.
Yeah.
For 100% sure. I believe.
Got a couple of Arkansas Razorbacks that
Yeah.
are on the team.
Well, actually a couple. I bet like everybody in here is definitely supporting for sure. I know some of my friends definitely love to keep track and keep up with the team, and I know they're rooting for them too as well. So.
Overwhelming favorite in Arkansas. I saw a one of those maps, the global maps, who the country is rooting for, and Arkansas was a huge Oklahoma City
Oh,
Thunder.
for sure. Yeah, I have some friends who have some family members who live out there too. So, yeah, definitely big supporters.
Amazing story with Jalen Williams and Isaiah Joe. They played high school ball together, played together at Arkansas, now playing together OKC Thunder and NBA. It's amazing that they've been together that long.
Makes you want to support them even more, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's happening. Not only are they a close regional, easy to get to if you want to go watch the Thunder play. I mean, not as close as Memphis, but still. Well, I guess if you're in Northwest Arkansas, the western side of the state,
Right.
it's
Not too bad of a
easier.
trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to get to. How long you been here?
Oh, I've been here for almost 4 years in the fall. So, been here for a minute. You can say it's a good place to work, for sure.
Why is it? What's the best part of working here?
I love the atmosphere. I feel like it's always like good energy and good vibes, and plus it's not too bad of a place that has actually good deals on drinks and food, and the food actually tastes good too. So
It's really good.
yeah, you'd be surprised. The food's amazing.
How about fight nights? Have you
Oh, my
worked fight
goodness,
nights? They're
yes.
crazy.
Oh, insane. It gets so crazy in here. Everyone's energy is off the charts. So
Biggest night? What's the biggest night here?
well, that's kind of a tough one because a lot of them kind of run together for me.
Is it probably
so usually if
Saturday?
it's just like a really good sports team and it's a good game, you can never tell. It's usually like packed for
Yeah.
sure early on as well.
But Saturday nights when you have games and then you have fights going on, that's a big day altogether.
Yes, it is. I feel like Fridays though is the biggest day, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Friday nights.
How is the voting going for Miss Twin Peaks?
Well, the voting ends in 5 days, so if you want to, you should definitely go on there and vote for our Miss Twin Peaks for Alicia. Also, the Miss Twin Peaks where you meet and greet is on June 6th, and it's between 5 to 7 p.m. if you want to come support our girl. And then if you want to watch the contest, it's in Miami, I believe, and it starts June 10th at 8:30 p.m.
And you can watch it here, live stream it.
You can watch
on
it
Tuesday.
here. Yes.
Have y'all heard anything how the voting's going?
I don't know quite sure, but I know I put all my votes towards our girl.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think you get like 5 votes.
Got
and you
to.
can like look her up as well online.
Hey, has she already gone or is she going this weekend?
I believe it's
to
this
make-
weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that, they have a great time meeting girls from all over the country and even from other restaurants. They do it like all in one.
I think it's such a cool event too. Yeah. It's so awesome to see because I know there's one out near Fayetteville as well. And I know they're having to go from over there, or go from here, and then they get to travel. All expenses are paid for going to Miami. I think it's such a cool event too, being out there. I mean, wow, what an experience.
No, it's big.
Sign me up. Free trip to Miami. Let's
Right.
go.
I mean, shoot, if you don't win, doesn't matter. You still get a little tan, maybe. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But come by and meet Alicia tomorrow from 5 to 7, and also Tequilas and Cervezas from 5 to 7 on
Yep.
Fridays.
Yep.
How's that been?
Oh, it's been really good. I mean, anything with any alcohol special in Arkansas, I feel like you can't go wrong.
Tequila. So you've been talking about that for a while now.
Yeah,
Tequila
yeah.
and Cerveza.
So what they do is it's bourbon and brews, and now it's changed over for summer tequila and cerveza.
Yes, and we go from black lingerie on Fridays to red lingerie. Then we're also this Saturday starting a bikini week of neon bikinis. So if you want to come out and support the girls on Saturday as well, please come.
And that's going to go Saturday through Tuesday when we'll learn who Miss Twin Peaks is.
Exactly. A lot of fun. A lot of good events coming up.
Who you got? Oklahoma City or Indiana?
OKC, for sure.
No doubt. Since
No
everybody's
doubt.
rooting for it.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta go with the rooting interest.
I mean, of course. It's no brainer.
Yeah. And the Razorbacks are playing Tennessee this weekend in baseball. It'll be Saturday, Sunday, and maybe a game on Monday. We don't know yet. But
Okay, hopefully.
Yeah. No.
No?
We hope Arkansas wins Saturday and Sunday, and it's
See,
over.
you're supposed to warn me and tell me that.
I mean, that could be. Maybe Tennessee lucks up and wins
Okay,
the
actually,
game.
no.
Are you working Monday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well then you probably want a game 3 on Monday. That'll help.
Okay.
That'll help the crowd in here.
It'll be a good crowd.
Hey, I'm trying to learn.
Lee, you played basketball, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time ago.
Yeah, no,
Not that long
it couldn't have been that
Oh,
long
that
ago.
feels like ages though.
Oh yeah. You still get on the court any time?
No, like the other day, I remember, I think it was, not the other day, but Easter is when I last shot a basketball, and it was so windy outside. I was like, am I just bad? Just kept going over the hoop, and I was like, oh, well, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore, so.
Point guard?
Oh, I was just a regular, guard. I wasn't point. Yeah.
Shooting guard.
Yep.
Inside.
Yeah,
Where the
I
wind
was
doesn't
number
blow.
3 is what you always call, I guess.
The 3 guard?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Great job again, as always.
Yep. Always nervous, but, I made it through.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Y'all come out and see Leah and check out the good food. It is fantastic. I got my chicken chipotle waiting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to dig in. All right, have a good day. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, coming up next, we got the Razor Hog update, and then we have Richard Davenport calling in with the Razor Hog update. We'll find out the very latest on the 2026 commitments, and still waiting on, hopefully, a call from Kendall Dix in the second hour. And we'll talk more Twin Peaks. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Bret Michaels' triumphant return to Oak Lawn. Friday, September 26th, Oak Lawn Event Center in Hot Springs. From over 50 million albums sold comes the Poison Hits and Solo Hits Live. Voted one of the most exciting and engaging live shows ever. This show will sell out. Get your tickets now. Tickets on sale now at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Summer's heating up, and Brewski's is your chill zone. Doors open at 11 a.m. daily. Happy hour starts when you walk in the door, so come crush a slow lunch with smash burgers, loaded fries, and wings and 11 wild sauces. And now, booking a VIP section for that special night out in your favorite downtown Little Rock hotspot is easier than ever at brewskispubandgrub.com. Just pick your section, pick your date, and pay online in 3 easy steps. Brewski's downtown in North Little Rock, your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night.
Razorback pitcher Gabe Gackle gets in the zone each week, presented by Arkansas Digital Media at arkansasdigitalmedia.com and Billy's Awards in Conway at billysawards.com.
Razorback football, basketball, and baseball right here on your home of the Hogs. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The search for escaped inmate Grant Harden continues. Now officials are trying to piece together cell phone data for new leads. Harden has been on the run since May 25th when he walked out of the North Central Corrections Unit in Calico Rock. State police were granted a sweeping cell phone data search warrant. That means troopers will get their hands on records from cell services from towers up to 5 miles from the prison from May 24th and the 29th. There is a $25,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. A federal investigation is now underway into the Little Rock Housing Authority. Congressman French Hill, the chairman of the House Committee on Financial Services, sent a letter to the Inspector General of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Tuesday. Hill is calling for an investigation into how the Metropolitan Housing Alliance was, quote, allowed to operate so irresponsibly for so long. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
High school and college baseball are back in the natural state. Join me, Kevin Bohannon, every week on Drive Time Sports for Around the Horn, brought to you by Fence Brokers.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A slight chance of some showers or a thunderstorm today, otherwise really warm and humid, a high of 88 and a mostly cloudy sky. Tonight, a few breaks in the clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy with a low of 73. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms and a high of 90. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen each Friday during Drive Time Sports for the basketball insider in Arkansas. It's Bart Reed, made possible by Martin Orthopedics, with locations in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Cabot, and Hot Springs Village. Staffed with fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists. For more information on the web, go to martinortho.care.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can. Only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Here's another Whataburger DM. Miranda says, it's 2023 and still no Pico Burger. How do we get y'all to pick it back up? Miranda, we totally thought we responded to this. We know it's been a minute or two, but good news, the Pico de Gallo burger is back up. Yep, the 2 fresh beef patties covered with crisp Pico de Gallo, 2 slices of pepper jack, and creamy cilantro lime sauce you love is back. And it's all thanks to you. The Pico de Gallo burger is back for a limited time. What a burger!
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Freddie Coleman.
For the first time, we can actually say that the East has to run through the Indiana Pacers. And if you're the New York Knicks, whoever you hire to replace Tom Thibodeau, say whatever you want about Thibodeau, you cannot quibble with the results. 4 out of 5 years he was coach there, they made the playoffs. Got to the Eastern Conference Finals this year against the Indiana Pacers. Yeah, they lost in 6. Many people believe they should have won that series. I get it. I understand it. But whoever you hire in New York Knicks to replace that guy who players believed in and went through a wall for, you better make at least the Eastern Conference Finals. And you better make sure if you meet Indiana again in the playoff series, that you don't go 0 for 3 like you've gone 0 for 2 in the last 2 years, because now the East runs through Indiana. With so many other teams having questions, they're the one team in the East that's a contender that does not have any kind of question about them going forward.
It's time. Time for the pro to get everything for the job delivered. Large orders of lumber, doors, windows, paint, plumbing, anything the job needs, all from one partner. Get it today with same-day delivery. Get it tomorrow with next-day delivery on 50,000 plus products. Or get it on your timeline with scheduled delivery on everything from framing to flooring. It's time to get your whole job, all your jobs delivered. Ask about all our new delivery options at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ, J-O-E-Q, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet Studios, this is Out of Bounds with Joe Franklin and Wes Moore on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back. It is Out of Bounds live today at Twin Peaks. Big hour coming up. We're going to start off. Todd. Sorry, I was talking to Trey. Todd, give me a little Razorback music. Give me some fight songs so we can talk about the Razor Hawk update. There you go. We told you yesterday, it was kind of the breaking news during our show, that Hiva Aloy was nominated for the Golden Spikes Award. You had Liam Doyle from Tennessee. You also had the player from Florida State. Those are your 3 finalists. That award will be announced before Game 1 of the College World Series Championship Series. Not on the 13th before Game 1 of the College World Series, but of the Championship Series. But good luck to Hiva Aloy. 5 Razorbacks now have been nominated or have been named finalists for the Golden Spikes Award. And of course, Kevin Kopps won it. And Andrew Penitentiary won it. Last was Hagen Smith, but Hagen Smith didn't win the award. The kid from Georgia, what was it, Condon won it?
Yeah, Charlie Condon.
Yeah. Did you see where the Florida outfielder that was so good was called up by the Royals over the weekend?
Got a friend that's going to see him play tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Or after the weekend.
After the weekend.
But yeah, he's they showed some highlights. I think it was last night of his first action.
His first at bat, he hit like a line drive, deep center field, deep right center field.
Mm-hmm.
Center fielder made a just spectacular catch. It could have been his first at bat, first hit, probably a double. Caglione, that's who it was. It just came into my head. Caglione.
Yep.
But the center fielder robbed him of it, of a extra base hit.
His parents were there enjoying everything.
Jack was a two-way player.
Yeah.
He pitched a little bit. Actually, more than a little bit. Sometimes he would start, and he was a good arm for the Florida Gators.
And you got former UCA Bear Noah Cameron throwing on the mound in the first game of the doubleheader this afternoon.
Nice
drop in, Todd. Sweet. I think that's it. That's all my Razorback besides the Super Regional. It's kind of quiet. Of course, they'll have the national championships for track and field in Eugene, Oregon coming up for the men and women. I think the men are ranked number 3 in the country going into it, and the women are number 9. So Arkansas,
they usually have a good showing.
They're open, to finish the spring season strong with the track, and then of course hopefully the Arkansas team still playing in here a couple weeks in Omaha. Let's get Richard Davenport on here. Todd, do you need me to send you Richard's number, or do you have it? Looks like he's talking to Richard right now. He's calling him right now. Arkansas got a couple of commitments over the last week since the last time we talked to Richard. And we'll get some information on those guys from RD. He joins us now. What's up, Richard? How are you?
Hey, guys.
How are you?
Oh, all good. All good.
Okay. Tell us about the they've actually added a couple of guys for the 2026 class since we last spoke to you last Wednesday.
Yeah. First one was on Monday. Bryce Gilmore, consensus 4-star offensive lineman out of Prosper, Texas, 6'5", 290. Evidently, he runs, according to one of his coaches said on Twitter, and I wasn't aware of it, that evidently he runs like a 4.7. If he runs a 4.7 at 290 pounds, that's incredible. I mean, if you look at his film, he obviously looks like a very good athlete, but you just don't see too many guys. I don't care what level running 4.7, but that's what his coach, one of his coaches said. So anyway, I mean, he had previously visited Arizona State and was going to visit Ole Miss and some other schools after Arkansas, but after talking to him on Sunday, I felt pretty good about Arkansas's chances. You can usually tell, not always. You can usually tell when a kid is, every official visit is always pretty good, but you could tell in his tone of voice, the way he was talking about Arkansas, and some of the things that he said, that it was truly a great visit. His couple main things that really stood out. Obviously, Coach Pittman and Mateos in their track record of producing guys and sending them to the league won him over. But something that really, I guess, showed his maturity to me. He mentioned Corey Robinson and some of the other older offensive linemen that he hung out with, and how they interacted with him, and how he just connected with them, and just felt at ease with them. And he said he'd gone to other visits to other schools, and sometimes the older offensive linemen don't really want to have much to do with recruits or helping get guys to their schools. And that, I think that, I'll be honest with you, I think that's what put him over the top, because he felt like Arkansas was a true family, and felt if they felt that way about Arkansas, that that he should feel the same way. I think it reconfirmed what he was thinking coming into the visit. But very, very good pickup there. And then Caleb Gordon from North Carolina, 6 foot, 217 pound linebacker. He's a great story, because he had 20-something offers before Arkansas offered him on May 14th. So Arkansas just recently offered him, You usually don't see this where a guy gets an offer just shortly before the June official visits start, and he gets the offer from Travis Williams and just instantly connected with him. And his parents felt the same way, just fell in love with Travis. And if anybody has the opportunity to talk to Travis Williams and get to know him, I can assure you would understand why. If I had a son good enough to play major college football, I'd want my son to play for Travis Williams. He is that type of person. He's just such a genuine individual who you just, when you talk to him, you feel like, okay, whatever he's saying to me is the truth, is genuine. He's not gonna try to feed you a bunch of baloney, and you kind of shake your head after a few comments and try. So some of these coaches can lay it on thick. Not Travis. He tells the truth and is just very upfront with kids. And also, I think Travis saw a little bit of Caleb Gordon in him, because both of them about the same size. Travis was 6'1", about 210, 220 pounds, I think, at Auburn when he made All-SEC back in 2004. So, but anyway, he visited. Arkansas was his first official visit, and he had other official visits set, but he pulled the trigger on Tuesday. And I really, he's a 3-star, but you look at his film, every time he hits a ball carrier, that ball carrier stops. He doesn't go forward, and a lot of times he goes backwards. Very physical, and he's also got very good speed, very sudden to the ball, and man, he will strike you.
Rosters are always changing, Richard, so we're having to look at it and coaches evaluate it at the end of the year to see what the needs are. But as of now, with those two commits, which one feels a bigger need the way the roster is as of now?
Well, I think they, with Gilmore, that's their 4th offensive lineman to commit. I think they're in good shape with some others that are visiting the next few weekends. But I think they've done well at the offensive line position. I think they've done well with getting Caleb Gordon. I think he's a guy that potentially could come in and play immediately next year. And I don't say that lightly, because they have a really, really good group of linebackers already on campus. And several of them are pretty young linebackers. So I really like him, and I think they've done well at tight end also. They got 2 tight end commitments, but I would say that linebacker, tight end, and linebacker, and along with receiver, they got 2 receiver commitments, and both of them I think have the ability to play in the SEC, and not only play in the SEC, but maybe at a high level. So I think they're good there. And one last thing, I have to say, Javon Gilmore, the quarterback from South Carolina, who's been committed to him since last summer, he visited over the weekend. I've been impressed with him, but really being able to talk to him in person, he strikes you as what he should be. A leader, as a guy that other teammates can look up to and respect. I was so impressed with him, the way he carries himself. So I think they've done well. And also Colton Yarborough from Oklahoma. He's a 4-star defensive end. He's probably the defensive lineman, probably the most highly talented. So I'll throw him in there too.
Richard, out of the 4 offensive linemen that they have now, who's kind of was priority number 1, or ranked the highest, or the one they wanted the most?
Well, I'd say Gilmore. But Tucker Young from Hot Springs Lakeside. I think some people just look at an in-state offensive lineman sometimes and don't really appreciate them as much as they should. I think Tucker's somewhat similar to like Kobe Brennan from from Fort Smith Southside. Kobe, before he got hurt, was contending for playing time in the spring. And I think Tucker is a guy that after a redshirt year could possibly, as a redshirt freshman, contend for some playing time. So I just think Tucker's got the size and the mentality, and plus being an in-state guy, he's always wanted to be a Razorback, and it means a lot to him. And I think sometimes we undersell that.
Richard, you've told us before about a big visit weekend when a lot of recruits are coming in. When is that again?
Well, they're coming this weekend, and then you have 2 more weekends after this weekend. So right now I got 8 guys I've confirmed to be coming in, and overall a pretty good list of kids who I think could potentially be Razorbacks. Obviously, with them visiting, but I think that they're kind of several of them are pretty high on Arkansas, and could see you got 2 commitments from last weekend. You had 9 guys visit. 6 of them, were uncommitted. 2 of them are committed now. So I think you could see something maybe similar after this weekend. Maybe see a couple of commitments. We'll see.
Talking with Richard Davenport, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, WholeHogSports.com. Richard, I think our fans need to learn more, and they want to learn more about the quarterback that's committed, the Gilmore, the one you were talking about, such a great leader. It's hard because he plays out of state, so you don't see his games, you don't see his highlights every Friday night, and it's a tough situation, or it can be for him, because there was a kind of highly recruited quarterback in the state that a lot of people wanted Arkansas to get, but they had their guy, and they got their guy. What kind of a player is he?
He really prides himself as a pocket passer. He can run, but he really, he doesn't. He's somewhat. You're going to compare him to Taylon Green just because of their size. Both about the 6'5", 6'6" range. Javon, I think what you're seeing with him is a natural progression of improvement. Just a couple of months ago, he was the MVP of the Under Armour camp, I think in North Carolina, and there was like 25 other quarterbacks there, and he was the MVP. And there were several other guys that were committed to Power 4 schools that were participating too. So for him to have a good season as a junior and then continue to progress and win in a pretty prestigious camp, MVP honors, I think that it's very promising. And obviously, Coach Petrino, he's not going to recruit a guy and get the commitment of a guy unless he thinks that he can play at a high level. And then again, as I said, just talking to him, he just the way he handles himself. He's an impressive young man, and when you hear him talk, you see that, and just the confidence that he has. And he's not cocky. He doesn't come across as cocky. I'm sure he is a little cocky, but he's very humble, but yet very confident.
Richard, I was looking at the offer list for Caleb Gordon, the linebacker, and it was a lot of ACC schools. Of course, he's there on the East Coast, but were there SEC teams on him also?
I think Arkansas was the only SEC offer. And you mentioned ACC schools: Virginia Tech, Clemson, North Carolina State. All those schools that offered, but sometimes some of those guys on the East Coast and the Carolinas, the SEC schools, they get involved, but sometimes not as much as you think that they would. They seem to focus more on the states that they're in and surrounding states. But I'm telling you, if you look at his film, you'll understand why Coach Williams likes it so much.
Was there a connection there? Because that doesn't seem like a recruiting area Arkansas is hitting a lot.
Well, something to remember is that Coach Williams is from South Carolina, and so he knows that area pretty good. I don't have the main story, how they got involved or why they got involved, but I would imagine he got a tip on him and then started looking at his film. And if you look at his film, you're probably good chance you're probably going to want to offer. And I think Arkansas did the right thing because this is an unusual situation. Not so much that because he's from the Carolinas, is because how they offered him May 14th, got him on an official visit a couple weeks later, and sealed the deal when really Arkansas got on him late. He mentioned that, but that's just a testament to Coach Williams.
What are players saying about on campus and what they see there? Now, a lot of times they'll commit because they're making connections with coaches, and as you mentioned earlier, with the players, making them really feel like this is a place you want to be and feel like family. But as far as the atmosphere and some of the facilities, what are they saying about what's on campus there when they do visit?
Well, I think probably the number one thing. I mean, obviously the facilities are all as good as you're going to find in the country. They don't take Arkansas doesn't take a back seat to really too many schools when it comes to facilities. So the facilities are extremely competitive against anything else that these kids are going to see. But the thing that probably a lot of these kids talk about, especially kids from out of state, is how Arkansas gets all the support, from the whole state. And where they're from, most of the time, they have 2 or 3 or 4 or more schools that are, I guess, have fan bases all through their state, and it's kind of split. Not at Arkansas, and that's something they really do notice about the fan support and how everybody's pretty much a Razorback.
RD, good stuff as always, man. We appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on. Have a good weekend.
Take care.
All right, Richard Davenport, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, WholeHogSports.com. Coming up later, we've got Bill Ingram joining us from Oklahoma City. Get to talk a little NBA Finals with him. I think we know who he's going to pick.
Connections are there.
No doubt. Some very strong connections. Let me check my phone. I haven't checked. Nothing from Kendall yet. See, at 2:30, they ought to be finishing up practice soon. He's going to give me a text when they're done. He can call. So hopefully we get Kendall in here in the next hour and a half. If not, we got a lot to get to over the next hour and a half. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Twin Peaks, find out some of the big plans for this weekend. We got the Neon Bikini Party right around the corner. Always Friday's a big day with tequila and cerveza. And Miss Twin Peaks, that's just right around the corner, too. You can vote right now.
Absolutely. 2025 MissTwinPeaks.com and spell out Miss, M-I-S-S.
Go vote now. We'll take a break. More from Twin Peaks when we come back. It's Out of Bounds.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
This is Sports Center.
Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals takes place tonight. It'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in basketball all season long, as they host the Indiana Pacers in a best-of-7 game series. Game 1 can be seen on ABC. Tip time is set for 7:30 Central Time. First game of the Stanley Cup playoffs was a fun one last night, as it was the Edmonton Oilers in overtime, taking down the defending champion Florida Panthers by a score of 4-3. It was Leon Draisaitl, who found the back of the net to put Edmonton up 1-0 in that Stanley Cup final. And last but not least, it was the Texas Longhorns winning 2-1, rallying past Texas Tech. The Longhorns have a 1-0 lead in the Women's College World Series. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. And Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat meal solution items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat meal solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken pot pie for only $7.49 per pound with twice baked potatoes for $4.99 per pound.
So Restaurant and Bar presents the one and only Bill Vickery when he joins Morning Mayhem each week. So Restaurant and Bar on Kavanaugh in the heart of Little Rock's historic Hillcrest neighborhood. Experience fine dining right in your backyard.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge here in Sherwood. Our employee pricing program was such a big hit for May. We're going to do it again in June. We had a fantastic month and you really responded. Remember, employee pricing simply means you pay what we pay. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. Folks, there's no gimmicks, no hoops. You pay what we pay. Only Fletcher Dodge has the discounts in addition to employee pricing of up to $14,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Got some other great deals. New Jeep Wranglers, $7,000 off. New Jeep Compasses for only $379 a month with no money down. Don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes right on the internet. FletcherCredit.com. At Fletcher Dodge, we're always going to give you the best price and the lowest finance rates. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road or shop us online at FletcherDeals.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRUNK for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRUNK for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRUNK.
Out of Bounds, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio.
Welcome back. Out of Bounds, live at Twin Peaks. Wes Moore, Joe Franklin with you. Going to talk more about Twin Peaks here in just a second. D3 Auto Sales text line. 620. Where's the area code 620? That's not
620.
Don't see that often.
Don't know about that one.
My son and I were talking about it, and we were thinking Root game 1, then Gackle or Jimenez in game 2, and make number 2 as the bullpen game, unless either one was having success through 4 innings. And if game 3, I would think Wood pitches, but I think it'll be Omaha. Get it done in 2. Let's go Hawks. I don't think you can break up a good thing. I mean, it worked last week. You had Root 1, Gage Wood 2. You don't want to risk it. You don't want to pitch off in game 2 and say, well, we'll throw him in game 3, because anything can happen in a one-game scenario. So, no, you go Root 1, Wood 2, and you'll figure out game 3 if there's a game 3. Who knows?
That's somebody listening in Kansas or from Kansas.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Husky joins us now. We're going to talk a little bit about Twin Peaks. I'll get back to the D3 Auto Sales text line here in a few minutes. What's going on, man?
I'm doing all right, man. What's up?
Doing good. We're good. I got a full belly. Y'all did me right.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So what did you have today?
I had the chicken
Chipotle chicken?
Chipotle chicken, yeah.
Chipotle chicken.
Oh, my gosh.
That's his favorite. He tries to get it every time almost.
That, how you say, pico that goes on top of that?
Pico de gallo?
Yeah. It's a whole nother level.
Well, it's fire, and it's got a little kick to it.
Yes.
Had my nose run a little bit, had a little sweat going. I went through about 3 glasses of water, and I got 2 more over here. But
I'm glad.
it's good.
And
it's healthy. It's a healthy choice. You know, I got to look good for the summer. It's here.
It is here, and I'm glad it is here. With that being said, just like today being Thursday, we do have free bikini wash today. For it being summertime, we'll be doing that all month. And in the month of July, shoot from 5 to 8. And it is free.
Where is that?
Oh, we're
right here in the
parking lot, baby. Free bikini for a car wash, man.
Wow.
Pull your car up, pull your truck up, man. Park it right there, man. My girls is gonna take great care of you, man.
Can I just leave it there? Come inside, get something to drink, get something to eat, and they take care of it.
Take care of it, man. They will take care of you. Leave it right there, man. Go on about your business. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Oh, that's awesome, too. Bringing in that weekend crowd early, doing it on Thursdays.
Yes, every Thursday for the rest of this month and all the month of July. Free bikini car wash with different girls each and every week, man. You know, there's something to pop it out. Also, with that being said, you know, we do start Miss Twin Peaks. Her signing day is Friday. So we will have Miss Twin Peaks busting off on Friday. Come Saturday, we will start our bikini week. So our Miss Twin Peaks will be going to Miami. So since she'll be in that good hot sun, we're going to have our girls in our lovely Twin Peaks neon bikini. So we do have the neon bikini week from the 7th through the 10th. Please come out, you know, help support and help enjoy our girls, because we do have Miss Alicia who will be representing West Little Rock in the Miss Twin Peaks concert, man.
Yeah, and you can go on and vote for Alicia right now, 2025 MissTwinPeaks.com. And she's going to be here for a meet and greet tomorrow, 5 to 7.
Yes, she will be here tomorrow, dressed to impress. Tomorrow is her signing day, so yes, sir, she will be here looking good, man. About 5 to 7, knowing her, depending on how I go with the crowd goes, she'll probably even be here to 8.
Yeah,
she will be here tomorrow, looking ready to go.
Do you hear anything about the voting? How it's going? Any inside stuff?
No inside stuff. I don't know anything yet, but I do hope everyone is voting. I know last year everyone did what they supposed to. Alicia came in 10th place last year, so I appreciate that all that. So I hope the fans are getting out and voting again, and you know, at least push her up the charts, man. I at 10. I appreciate it. How many Twin Peaks there is out there, man.
Absolutely. We put our support behind her. So we ask that everybody else does that. And she had a great experience last year.
Yes.
Now she's coming back and doing it again and trying to take that top spot.
Yes. Also, with that being said today, you know, we do have a big NBA game. So we have our free bikini car wash, and we also have a free live band tonight also between 6 to 9. So, we, as you say, we do try to start the week off on Thursday right here at Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah. So, for NBA Finals, who you like, Pacers, Thunder?
Me flipping my coin in the air, you know, I'm going to go with the Thunder. I'm going to go with the Thunder. I like the all-around team aspect that the Pacers play. I do feel like Tyrese is very, how you say, slept on. So I do, but
overrated.
A lot of people say he's overrated. I feel like he's very slept on because they feel like he have other pieces, but it do make someone who have to make them pieces look good. I like Magic. Like, I probably had James and all them, but I had to show everyone that I can make them want to look good, and I do feel like they were Tyrese. But I just love SGA. He to me has always been the quiet person who always did his thing each and every year, and now to feel like even him MVP, he just finally get his due diligence of respect that people like, oh man, this kid can ball. Like, yes, he can ball.
You know what's crazy about it? Both those guys are opening eyes in Halliburton, SGA, but they do both have a share of haters out there. With SGA, they say that, you know, he's causing contact and getting to the line, and there's people that don't like that about his game. And then, as we mentioned about Halliburton, there are people that want to say he's overrated. But if you watch his game, you see how he plays. He can adapt to where he can score, but then he wants to get everybody else involved. So both those guys bring something great to the table, but it's funny how you have detractors out there for both of them.
Oh, yes. And I that being said, I hope everyone come out here. Happy hour is in effect for tonight. Come enjoy with my girls tonight, man, and watch the game tonight, because I feel like game one is going to be a doozy, man. I feel like it's going to be a wonderful game tonight, man.
What was it like last weekend? Did you have a baseball crowd for the regionals, Razorbacks?
You know, I had a game every day for baseball. To be honest, kind of surprised me, you know, by it being in Fayetteville, but it was like, hey, we got to be here. We didn't want to make that drive. So, yes, each and every game. And before I turn around, and by the time I turn the game on, everyone's right there like, hey, this is the Razorback. I don't care about no music. I don't care about nothing there. You need to turn the volume on. We want to hear that. We want to watch that, and we want to enjoy it and feel that feeling. So we had the music and stuff on all throughout on the patio and inside for the Razorback game. We plan on doing the same thing, you know, for, Saturday and Sunday also. We plan on having the Razorbacks on, letting everybody enjoy it, man, and having a wonderful time.
And whatever the sport is, Twin Peaks is the best place to watch any of the sports. Got plenty of TVs inside, got TVs outside. Got soccer on right now, Spain against France.
That's it, man. Also, you know, even with the Arkansas go out, we also got the big USC fight this weekend. So we will be doing the USC fight. You know, there is no cover charge, anything like that. So everyone, you want to watch the UFC after the Arkansas go on, man, continue enjoying yourself, watching any sport you want, man. We'll have a great time. So go Hogs also. I feel like we will beat Tennessee. We'll throw that in there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it would be better for business if there was a Game 3 Monday. But would you rather Arkansas just go ahead and finish it off in 2 and win the first 2 and go to the College World Series?
Now, I'm glad that you did say and throw out there. You are correct. It will be better for business if Arkansas, you know, win 3 games. But me personally, I feel like Arkansas should go ahead and get this out the way. I feel like they should go ahead and win it in 2. Let's go ahead and do what we need to do, get the home high. Let's not even play, sit around here at home.
That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to play around, extend it, and give the other team some kind of hope.
That's it. And that's exactly what I want. I don't want Tennessee to have no type of hope.
You can put the other Game 3s on Monday, and people can come watch those games and celebrate the Arkansas sweep.
And that's exactly what I'm on. Like, let's watch something else on that day. We can celebrate Arkansas doing what they're supposed to do.
But that being said, NBA Finals, you would like to see that stretch out to 7. No matter, you know, like if the Thunder can get it done in 7, that would be great, not only for business, but NBA would love to see that too.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. Now that one, I have no problem stretching out to 7. The more close that game is, the more wonderful for us, because we will have them on any TV, and we have enough people to watch them. We will throw the sound on, and hey, we'll have this place rocking with the girls, because it also will be bikini during that time. So our girls will be in fresh hot bikinis, serving good cold drinks on a 29-degree beer. Hey, cold beer, beautiful ladies in bikini, NBA final. What more can you ask for?
Can't beat it.
No. You get Saturday's the last race of the Triple Crown, the Belmont. Do you get horse race fans coming in?
Yes, we do. And then it shocked me because I didn't know. So now I actually even know the horse racing channel or the 619, 602. Hey, they even program the channels on me, so they let you know that we actually do get a lot of them. So they even want to watch that, they can come in here and we even have that on.
Yeah, Husky does it all. We had to stall a little bit because he was getting soccer on for somebody who wanted it.
Hey, that's what I'm getting at. They asked for soccer. I'm going to let it know. Also, just take today, we got I already paid attention, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a lot of Cardinal fans around here, so we do have all the Cardinal games on every time that they play. So, yeah, we just got to get it warmed up. Just like when we had Eula baseball, they did a wonderful job out there being a little Cinderella. We did also have the Eula on, also when Arkansas went out. Soon they were going on, they were like, hey, hold on, turn Eula on. It's like, hey, I got no problem. I'm glad to see them there. So we even turned that on, man. So
that's some late games.
Yes.
When Little Rock played LSU Sunday night, Monday night, it was late.
Late, and I was shocked, even though, especially with the game being in Baton Rouge, it was shocking that it was so late, but hey, it also made sure that we even had a late crowd since it was also the games were so late. But it was a wonderful job, man. I was so glad to see Euler actually in that position, especially even beating LSU after they already got, you can have, say, beat up the first time they played them.
Yeah.
But them coming back the second time and then the third time, they put up a fight, but they just couldn't finish it off, man. But
I talked to Coach Curry today, and he said that first game when they lost 7-0 actually gave his team confidence. He's like, you know what? We can hang with them. All we got to do is play a little better. And so when they played them Sunday night, they had that confidence. Even though they lost, they knew we're in the same league as them. We can play with these guys.
I'm glad to hear that, man, because a lot of people that's around here, we also have some USC people, Euler, how you say, kids who, go to school there. And we had a lot of them that turned their head on. They look like, wait a minute, that's our baseball team? Like, wait a minute, they actually are winning. They're there. I'm like, yes, you're baseball. Like, wait a minute, I know that guy. He's in my class. I'm talking about a lot of fans was in here like, wait a minute, he's in your class. For come here. How is he? They want to talk about it, especially because a lot of them guys, they had a great game. They had a great series. I wish they could have put it out, but I do appreciate everything they did that season because they look good, man. Good Cinderella story. Them in Wright State, beating up Vanderbilt.
Oh, my
great,
gosh.
man.
Big time.
Big time. Like, I was already shocked the first time they lost, with the guy pushing the no-hitter because I was like 75 or so pitches, coach. Like, why are we taking them out? But for them to, like, hey, we seen it right then, though. We can do it and coming back and beat them after that. I don't know what to say, man. It's a great time of the year this year, man.
We said it earlier, but ESPN released it today. The Little Rock LSU game Monday night was the most watched regional this year and the second most ever watched in history.
Oh, man, I'm glad to hear that because it could have been another Cinderella story, though, man.
Close. For 8 innings, they were right there.
Yes, it was right there, so could have been a great West College, man.
It's going to help them in recruiting big time, though, because now they were on that national stage at night. Last game, team advanced on, and everybody got to see what Little Rock baseball was about.
I totally agree with that, man. Everybody seen, man, and that's also going to help their recruiting big because it's like, hey, you mean I can go there, do what I need to do, and still get the exposure that I need to on the big stage to perform. And it's like, hey, you can get that. And y'all know, like I know, you go to the World Series and you show up.
Yep.
When it comes down to draft time, I remember him.
Exactly.
Coach Curry had such a great attitude when I talked to him this morning about guys who may take advantage of the good play, hit the transfer portal, get paid, and go somewhere else. He's like, you can either get upset about it or use that to your advantage. So now I'll tell a kid, you come here, you may do like this guy and go get paid and play somewhere else, but we'll give you that opportunity. Take advantage of it.
That's it. That's it. You do have a great point, and I like that. But like you say, you can't come here even though you were college, one and done, but you can't grow and then already get the other team's opportunity to watch you and see you perform the way that you need to be able to then be like, hey, this kid has a lot of potential. Just the right little coaching here and there, he'd be great for my team. And now they can go ahead and go up and go to the next step to get paid and do what they need to do with someone bigger, a Power 5 conference.
Yep. Also, we know with those Power 5 conferences, there are always players on rosters that are unhappy with their playing time. They see a program like Little Rock and they feel like they can come here, play, contribute, help them get back to where they were and maybe even step farther. That's what the portal does for players on that side of it.
That part. And that is a great aspect also on that, especially like you're saying, man. You just seen Euless has a great baseball program. Like, that's one thing I don't know for Euless. They have a great baseball program. And I know Coach is probably doing the best he can to get on the phone and actually get out there to other teams and go ahead and broadcast and let everyone know, like, hey, I have a wonderful program over here, and I'm only going to build it just to get better. So it is a great idea for people to know, like, hey, you come here, we got a lot of things for you, man, for you to build on, man.
Sounds like Twin Peaks.
Hey.
You come here, got a lot of things.
Hey, I got a lot of things for you to enjoy when you come here, man. Watch a good baseball game out there to Euless. You come to Twin Peaks, you're going to have a wonderful time when you get through.
Come on now. Because you got happy hour ready to roll.
Ready to roll, man. I got fresh cold beer, man. Right now, I got beer at 29.2 degrees right now. Got ice cold mugs. I got beautiful looking girls, man, and it's only gonna get even better since the week goes on.
How cold can you get beer before it starts to really freeze?
My temperature dropped to the lowest 27. You want me to be honest?
27.
27. That's the lowest we have ours. And the hottest my beer has ever been in here be 30. So between 27 and 30 is what we do. And it only gets to 30 just so it won't freeze, and then it drop right back down and build all the way up.
Just kind of balance it out.
Right. But so I have a lot of people who even come and they'll look at it as soon as it drop down to that 27, hey, let me get that beer. And they'll come out ice cold in that mug. That's the type of beer. Especially how hot it is. I don't blame.
So how cold would it have to be for it to really start to freeze?
Probably about 24 or below, probably for this to start to freeze. That's in the beer. Because I done had some that's about 27 that I already had, as my guy say, I got ice cubes in here tonight. We didn't put cubes in there, so that's how cold your beer is.
When you pour it in that mug, man, it just
crystallizes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it has a great taste too.
Yes. And all my mugs, man, before they even come out there, they already about -5 to 10 degrees. So just make sure also to throw it on top. So you got the beer coming out between that 27, 97 degrees, and the mugs that been chilled at -5, -10 degrees. Yeah, that's a
You
nice
got to
cold
stop.
drink.
You make me want to have a drink.
Hey,
I
that's
can't.
a nice
I got
cold
work.
drink.
I got work to do. Stop.
How about mixed drinks and shots that you have during happy hour? Do you have some specials on those?
Oh, yeah, we have wonderful special also on mixed drinks and shot. And also there's even like with our shot, because, we have a lot of $3.99 shots. We even had them that get ice cold just like the beer. So you can even say, hey, let me get one of them ice cold shots. They saying 5 to 10%. It's fine, -5 to 10 just like the beer. So now and they're going down way more cooler than, that hot shot.
Mm-hmm.
So we even had them to offer. Get your glass nice and dressed up. The Jose Cuervo is that tequila is, special $3.99. Everyone love that shot. Like we got the peanut butter whiskey, the Fireballs. I have all types of Jack Daniel's shots and things like that. All of these are $3.99 that people can go ahead and get. Same way we have the $5 house long margarita, house Rita. So, yeah, we have a lot of things jumping off at the $5. Even our old fashions at happy hour, you take $1 off. Same way with our wines and stuff. We have things you can take $1 off during happy hour. Then we have some, wonderful appetizers like our crispy tacos during happy hour. They $2 a taco. So we got a lot of things, that's going off. Chips and dips, $5. Fried pickles during happy hour, $5. Nice $5 also blended in with the nice cheap drinks and margaritas that we also do sell.
Reason why it's called Happy. Make you happy.
Make you happy, man.
Husky, thank you, man. We got to run. That was good stuff.
Hey, I appreciate it, man, and let everyone know, man. Come join us tonight, man, for our Bikini Car Wash 5 to 8, and we will be starting it out from there, man. I appreciate y'all time.
Sounds good.
We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the second hour. We still have Bill Ingram going to join us. What's trending? Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
At Ortho Arkansas, sports medicine isn't just for athletes. It's for anyone who wants to stay active and pain-free. Shoulder pain from your glory days, knee pain from chasing grandkids, they treat it all. And if you need care fast, skip the ER, visit their orthopedic urgent care. No appointment needed, just expert care for breaks, sprains, and everyday pains. Get back to doing what you love with Ortho Arkansas by your side. Learn more at orthoarkansas.com.
March is gone. The brackets are done. Feels like we need some excitement.
Are you kidding? Do you realize how much is going on? Basketball, hockey, baseball, golf. It's like 8 seasons in one. It's the season of action.
And we can bet on all those with the Oaklawn Sports app.
That's the spirit. Now let's go lock in some bets.
Receive a 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays. Bet all summer long. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RUN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RUN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RUN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Spring is here, and so are soggy wands and muddy paw prints. Acadie's Touch Landscaping specializes in transforming outdoor spaces with refined solutions, drainage systems, retaining walls, and flower beds designed with ease of care in mind. Plus custom decks, fencing, and synthetic turf design to help clean up your kids' play areas and pet runs. Customize your space to enjoy year-round. Call Acadie's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Let Acadie's Touch turn your dirt into dreams.
Hey, it's Chuck the Promo Guy. Join me every Tuesday morning at 8:30 for Check In with Chuck, brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville. And get caught up with everything that's going on at the Buzz. It's brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo. Whether you're on the road, on the water, or in the trails, they have the ride for you.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Christy Pettit in Maumelle, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Madison Buse in England.
Congratulations to Alan Gallardo-Lopez of Fayetteville and Lily Bershears of Rogers for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in Cross Country, as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David Basil and linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, Demaria Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wes Moore. I want to tell you about my happy place where I can find a little zen. It is Zen Wine Bar. Much more than a wine bar, but it is a great wine bar. More than 60 selections of wine there. But they got great food. They got snacks, they got entrees, they got the whole thing. It's a great place to meet and have drinks with some of your friends. Easy location. It's in West Little Rock in the Marketplace Shopping Center right next to Sauce. If you want to go and just get a little something to eat, they've got great little salads. They've got cheeseburger sliders, Cuban sliders. I love the pork belly sliders. I have a bigger appetite for something big to eat. Try the prime beef filet. It is awesome. Want some fish? The black and red fish is awesome. Herb crusted salmon. I love the Dr. Pepper braised beef short rib. Are you hungry yet? Well, check it out. It's Zen Wine Bar. They are open on Thursdays from 4 to 10, on Friday and Saturday 4 to 12. Check it out, Zen Wine Bar in West Little Rock.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz. Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio. Gwatney Chevrolet. Driving, trust every mile.
We'll wrap up the second hour of Out of Bounds with some NFL news out of Pittsburgh, Joe. Aaron Rodgers has informed the Steelers he will fly to Pittsburgh Friday and sign a one-year deal with the team prior to next week's minicamp. Sources have confirmed that to Adam Schefter.
That's a funny pick there, too. He's not wearing number 12.
He can't wear Bradshaw's number, right?
And especially the way
Bradshaw blasted
the way he feels about him. Nah, you wouldn't expect that.
Could you imagine that phone call? Aaron Rodgers calling Terry and, hey, can I wear your number 12?
Well, you know what, though? The number isn't retired, but what Steelers do, and their philosophy has been for years, is they take certain numbers out of rotation. Like, you won't see 12, you won't see 32, you won't see 75, but those numbers aren't retired. So I'm not even sure it would have to be a conversation with Aaron Rodgers and Terry Bradshaw. It's just a matter of Steelers organization, and they don't change many things that they've done over the years, and you would expect that's not going to be one of them that they would change.
What number do you think he wears?
Well, he just wore 8 recently, so he could wear 8.
That makes sense. How you feel about it?
It's one of those things, like, it's an unknown. You don't know what to expect there. Like, people look at the talent that he has, what he's capable of, with the weapons that are in place. They could, they could be a team like they have been, maybe a little better, but also with the unknown, they could not be as good. So it's a lot of unknown.
Are you happy about it?
I would have been happy for them to be as they were, but like I stated a few weeks ago, like the moves that they make, I don't really care about the moves and seeing them and hearing about them, I'm more interested in what it looks like when they get on the field at this point. So that's where I am with it.
Coming up in the third hour, we got what's trending. We're going to talk with Bill Ingram. He's in Oklahoma City. So we'll hit on the NBA Finals, Game 1 tonight. We'll talk more about Twin Peaks. It's going to be a good final hour. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Johnston's Home Center in Benton is your one-stop shop for everything around your home. Save on ranges and cooktops, microwaves, grills and barbecues, washers, dryers, refrigerators, freezers, ice makers, trash compactors, bedding, recliners, sectional sofas, vacuums, and more. Outside your home, save on zero-turn mowers, leaf blowers, saws, and sprayers. All of this under one roof inside Johnston's Home Center in Benton off Military Road. Remember, if they don't have it at Johnston's, you probably don't need it.
This is Thomas Blackman of Blackman Auctions. A well-advertised auction is the fastest, most effective, most efficient, economical method to get the highest market value for your asset. Whether it is real estate or a piece of equipment, an auction is the best option. Say it with me again. A well-advertised auction is the fastest, most effective, most efficient, economical method to get the highest market value for your asset. For 86 years, Blackman has made auctions the best solution for selling your hard-earned property. Since 1938, better auctions are Blackman Auctions.
Southern Bank presents Family Feud on 103.7 The Buzz. Tune in to Morning Mayhem on Tuesday mornings for your chance to play with Justin Moore, David, and Roger. Family Feud on Morning Mayhem brought to you by Southern Bank. Bankwithsouthern.com.
1037thebuzz.com. Get your iPhone or Droid app today and take us with you everywhere the wind blows. KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
U.S. Department of Labor officials say they plan to pause Job Corps Center operations, which offers education and job training for low-income students across the country by June 30th. In North Little Rock, Shorter College opened its doors to displaced students, giving them a chance to enroll to continue their education. It provided them with a dorm room, food, and more resources. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced a new pilot program for schools here in the state aimed at helping students who may look for jobs in outdoor recreation. The Outdoor Education Pilot Program is a team effort through the Arkansas Department of Education and the Game and Fish Commission. The goal is to equip students with skills for a future career in outdoor recreation. 30 school applications for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's Outdoor Education Pilot Program are now available on the Commission's website. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by Shelter Agent Jamie Marsh, Stanley Hardware. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings on 103.7 The Buzz.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, humid weather for today. We'll have a high of 88 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky. A few pop-up showers are possible and maybe a thunderstorm or two. Tonight, partly cloudy, no rain in the forecast tonight with a low of 73 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hi, I'm Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, inviting you to join me every Wednesday morning for the latest news from the great outdoors. It's brought to you by Arts Marine in North Little Rock, now under new ownership, but with the same familiar faces and incredible service you've known for years, plus the area's best selection of boating parts and supplies.
The games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites. Walk-Ons is your go-to for good times, craft beer, and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages, from melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online in the app. Walk On Sports Bistro. Game on.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word.
I grew up in Michigan, 60 miles from the Canadian border. With talk of making Canada our 51st state, our neighbors to the north suddenly have their hackles up. They relaxed a little bit after winning hockey's U.S.-Canada series, but they still seem a bit agitated. I always liked those Canadians, but I like Arkansas companies like Doublebee's more than our Canadian competitors. Why? Well, because Doublebee's is better. Come on in and check it out for yourself. When you're in the burg of Rosebud, stop into Doublebee's there for a cracking good plate lunch or a terrific burger, both highly recommended. Doublebee's, it's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Fellas, don't waste time and money with low-quality online TRT that charges you over $100 just to start. Are you kidding me? Visit the TRT experts today at Low T Center for a free consultation and free test. Treatment is personalized to your body, and most major insurances are accepted. With the freedom to choose if you want in-center care or at-home treatment, you're in control of your health. Looking to lose weight? Get a free B12 shot when you start prescription treatment. Offer limited. Book now at FixMyLowT.com. That's FixMyLowT.com, and y'all can thank me later.
On Friday, April 11th of this year, I finished my first year driving a GV70 from Genesis of Conway. So, what's the big deal? It's this. It's the Craig O'Neill Anniversary Sale at Genesis of Conway. To celebrate 1 year of driving the 2024 GV70, you're invited to come in and learn how you can get a 2025 for as low as $497 a month. Yes, $497 a month. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. And Thursday, Rick Schaefer and I are loading up the show for you. Trey Biddy coming on early at 4:06, thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. Then Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, Kevin Hoop Scoop McPherson, and our NFL agent and guru, Chris Turnage. See you Thursday on 1037 The Buzz.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
The playoffs are in full action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ, J-O-E-Q, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet Studio, this is Out of Bounds with Wes Moore and Joe Franklin on 103.7 The Buzz.
Here we go, hour number 3. Wes Moore and Joe Franklin with you live at Twin Peaks. Got more news on over the break. Vahiva Lloyd, Dick Hauser Trophy finalist. That's kind of the Heisman Trophy of college baseball.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's been named the finalist there for it, along with he's one of 4 finalists. It's the same 3 that was the finalist for the Player of the Year, the
Golden Spikes?
The Golden Spikes of Florida State shortstop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Liam Doyle, and a player from UCLA also joins them for the Dick Hauser Trophy Award.
Nice.
So he's up for the 3 major awards, well, the 2 major and then the shortstop of the year. So,
and it's a big deal if somebody wins all 3.
Sweeps it?
Yeah.
Hope he wins 1. I'm not going to be greedy, but yeah, a sweep would be nice. Sweep would be nice for Oklahoma City. I don't know if it's going to be a sweep. I got OKC in 5.
Oh, this should be a good series.
Let's go to Bill Ingram. He joins us now on Out of Bounds. Bill's in Oklahoma City. What's up, Bill? How are you?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Okay, are you in Oklahoma City for summer ball, or are you there for the finals?
No, I'm here for the finals.
You got a ticket, or are you going to be outside the arena?
No, I'm fortunate enough. I have a ticket. I'm gonna be in the ring.
Jeez, I thought we were tight. You know, I'd have thought, man, NBA Finals, Game 1. Hey, Wes, you want to ride with me? Heck, I'd have driven you. Heck, I'd have flown you. I'd have flown you over there.
Listen, man, if I'd have had 2 tickets, man, I was fortunate enough with Derek, Isaiah's dad got me a ticket, so I found out kind of at the last minute, so I just got here late last night, and then we're leaving after the game tonight because we got to be back. Everybody got to have to be back at work Friday, but I'm gonna enjoy the night and looking forward to it. This will be my first NBA Finals.
Oh, that's awesome to be able to catch Game 1 and see how this finals and run to a championship gets started. Should be a tough game, though. Both teams like to get up and down the court. OKC is really intense on defense, though, and that's kind of the edge maybe they have.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I'm interested to see how Indiana handles that because they're so good defensively, especially on the perimeter. I think that and the way they handle Minnesota, I just think Indiana's going to have a tough time dealing with that, and definitely dealing with that in a 7-game series.
I go to my Bet Saracen app, and Oklahoma City is a 9.5-point favorite tonight. Over-under, Joe, has finally moved. It's down a point to 229.5. So it's been at 230.5, and we know it's going to be a high-scoring affair. At least we think it is. And by the way, Bet Saracen announced they have NBA Finals for Game 1, a 30% profit boost. So if you got the Bet Saracen app, go to it. Go to the promotions page. Be sure to sign in and get signed up for the profit boost, and then make your bet. You win 30% boost on your profit. So a big thing going on for Game 1 tonight on Bet Saracen. If you don't have the app, now's a good time to download that app. We got Bill Ingram with us, and Bill, I know you're a little biased in this. How do you feel about Oklahoma City's chances?
Well, I mean, to me, it's obvious they're the best team, but as you know, in the playoffs, finals, anything can happen. I just think it's going to be very difficult for Indiana to be able to beat them. And yeah, I am biased. I would love to see Isaiah, and for that matter, Jalen as well, win a championship. And this is a great opportunity for them to do that because you never know when these opportunities will come back again. So, but I just looking at watching those two teams play and looking at stats and things like that and numbers, it's obvious OKC is a better team now, you know, but you still got to win the game on the court.
Bill, there have been a few upsets probably that you come to mind right away when thinking about them. Raptors over Warriors just a few years ago, that may be one that comes to mind. And then with some of the injuries Warriors had at that time, it made it where it wasn't that big of an upset when you think about it. But you go back to 2004, Pistons, Lakers. That's the one that really stands out where there was nobody giving Pistons a chance at that time. And they step on the court with all the firepower the Lakers have brought in for that season, and they get it done. And that, those are some things that come into play, though, when you think about NBA Finals. You don't expect it, but we have seen cases of teams coming through like that where nobody gave them a chance.
Yeah, Joe, you would bring that up. Now, that's a sore spot with me right there. When the Lakers lost that championship in 2004. But that's a good
Bill,
point.
I was right there with them, too. I was right there with them. But
I know it. Anything can happen in these deals, but OKC defenses, man, they hang their hat on defense. That defense travels. You can play that every night, even when you don't shoot well. It still gives you a great chance of winning. So when you look at that, that's the one thing that they have, and they consistently with it. And then if they're making shots and playing great defense, of course, they're almost unbeatable at times. So but by the way, the Lakers got cheated that series, so don't bring that up. There was 144 fouls to like 60 something. So ain't no way Detroit defense was that good where they didn't foul that much. So don't bring that up.
Okay, Bill. Well, if there is anything about this Pacers team that you could see them being able to pull off the upset, what is it they can do to really have a big effect on this series and get it done?
Well, of course they're gonna have to shoot it well. That's number one. And Halliburton is gonna have to continue to play like he's been playing. I'm just wondering, like, you look at the teams they played, and out of the teams they played, who could defend him like OKC can? None of those teams could. They can always seek out a mix and find an advantage on somebody that they created a switch on. That's what I said. That's difficult to do with them. So when I'm looking at this, I think for them to have an opportunity to win, he's going to have to be the key. And can he shake those guys, because they switch so well and they can and they don't lose a whole lot when they do it. And those guys are very good defensively on perimeter. So I think that's the key. I think if they can find a way to get him in space and get him loose and get him going downhill, and he's playing well, then that'll be their best chance, I think. And Miles Turner is going to have to shoot the ball well, because if he can't spread that flow out for them and make shots, then it's going to be virtually impossible for them to win. That's another key for them as well. Miles Turner is going to have to pull some of those guys, those bigger guys, away from the goal and make shots, because he may have an opportunity to get some shots out.
Got Bill Ingram with us on Out of Bounds. Bill, Isaiah's playing time has been just up and down. Played a lot in the regular season, and one series he's playing, next one not. Is this a series where you think Oklahoma City utilizes Isaiah Joe more?
Well, I think so. I definitely hope so. I think this is definitely a series with the guys that they have on Indiana team. He matches up really well with them. So, I just hope he gets, because like I say, he was tremendous. He's been tremendous during the regular season. He's the top percentage-wise 3-point shooter. So I just hope, and if he can just get in and get some valuable minutes, I think he'll play well. We saw that. I know that last game when they had already disposed of Minnesota, he got in and immediately, he ran off about 11 or 12 points in a row. So he's very capable. We all know that of having a big night and heating up quick. But I think these guys, I think this team is a better matchup, and hopefully he'll get a chance to play more.
Zay is known for his offense, his three-point shooting. We know what he brings to the table there. How do you feel like he fits in with Thunder and the way they want to play defensively?
Well, no, if you watch Zay is a great defender. Now he's not as big as Dort, but he's a lengthy defender. He moves his feet well, and he also plays great team defense. He steps over and takes charges. So there's a lot of things he has to offer on defense. And with that team, I don't know if they'll let anybody play with that team that does not guard and play great defense. I think that their coach and their system is predicated on everybody out on the floor being able to guard somebody. So they don't have a lot of guys. They don't have any guys really that's playing that can't guard. And I think, like I say, these guys with Indiana, these guards in Indiana, I think he matches up with them well. And like I say, the way they play defense, everybody on that team can guard people.
Bill Ingram with us on Out of Bounds. Bill, how excited are you going to your first NBA Finals game tonight? How jacked up are you?
Man, I'm like that kid, when your parents taking you somewhere and you keep asking what time we're leaving. I've asked Derek that I got up this morning. I said, man, what time we're going to the arena? I said, is it time to go? That was like at 10:30. He said, no, we can't actually go until about 4. So listen, I'm ready to get on the ground. I'm gonna take it all in. I'm gonna walk around and take pictures of everything I can take pictures of, and enjoy myself. Got a chance to visit. Well, not really visit, but see Zay for a little while last night. Of course, he tucked away getting his rest, and just had an opportunity to say a few words to him, and then just so proud of him, and just remembering him from being a little boy and coming all the way up, and now you're on the eve of playing in the NBA Finals is really a special moment for me to have the opportunity, to be a part of his, development and coaching him as he was coming up. But it's man, I'm excited. I'm telling you, I'm on. I don't know how far my money gonna go because this stuff down here is so expensive. I'm buying hats and stuff, but I'm gonna at least try to get one.
You better be tweeting out some of those pictures. I want to see some of these things. Hey, do you know where your seats are so we can look for you on TV tonight?
I don't know where my seats are, but from what Derek telling me, then we got good seats, and I may get a chance to walk around on the floor. So I don't know, but trust me, I'm gonna be taking pictures tonight, and I'll get an opportunity, I think, to walk, like on the sideline or the court at some point. But trust me, I'll be taking pictures and put them on social media. You can believe that. It's like a bucket list trip for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a bucket list trip for most people to get to go to Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and then to throw on that you're getting to watch Isaiah Joe, a guy that you've been around and helped coach all these years. When did you know that Isaiah was special and had a chance to be an NBA player?
When he was 16, he got invited to the Pangos camp in California, and then when you go to that Pangos camp, first of all, it was really an honor, and it's still an honor, but it was a huge honor back then. And after the first day he was there, we got a call. It was strange. We got a call. The first call came from the Denver Nuggets, and they started questioning. And the second call came from the Sixers, which ended up drafting him. And the third call we got came from OKC, and he finally ended up at OKC. But that, just when you see a guy playing and you're always thinking, he might have a chance, you never really know until you get a call from one of these NBA guys and they start asking questions about it. And they start, like I said, he was 16 then, but he had a great summer, and he of course every year he started growing a lot too. Because Isaiah when he was younger, he was really small, kind of like Darryl Macon, and he started growing and growing and growing. And then, of course, the game, the other stuff that he was doing when he was little, you start getting height on you, shooting and drilling, all that. That even comes easier. So, when that Pangos camp, I think that was the first time I ever got an NBA call about him. He was 16 then.
So where did it go from there? Then that gave you the first indication, and then after that, just kind of how did it get to where he was? To get to college and really be highly recruited like he was.
Well, prior to that call, he had got his first scholarship offer to Stanford. The second one came from Alabama. And then, of course, Arkansas came with the third. So those that happened prior to that camp when he was 16. So he had started getting Power 5 scholarships. That's normally an indication that you may have a chance to do something. And then after the scholarship offers, that's when he got invited to the Pangos. He went there and played well. And then from that point, it was constant, his name coming up, he getting more scholarship offers. Of course, him and his dad stayed in the gym all the time and continued to work extremely hard. And then, of course, by the time he got 17, that's when people start saying, hey, that guy could be an NBA guy, and I'm telling you, he could be a 3-and-D guy. So these are some of the things you guys need to work on, getting him stronger, making sure he understanding, his defense, his defense and the things he needs to do to get better. And then he starts showing, what a better defender he could be. Of course, he ended up signing with Arkansas, going to college, breaking the freshman record in three-point shooting. But I think a lot of people was shocked at how well, and I heard people say all the time that they didn't know he could defend the way he was defending and move his feet the way he was moving his feet. And then he was always a smaller guy in stature, but he always would step in and take charges. And that's an art. People don't like doing that anymore. Those things, and he did it in high school, he did it in college. So from that point, his freshman year, he got a lot of buzz, and then his sophomore year, I think that's when things kind of really took off, and he decided to put his name in the draft.
Bill, are there any talks yet, or is it too premature about the Isaiah Joe shooting camp here in Little Rock? Is that going to happen again?
That's going to happen again. Pretty much the same as was the shooting camp and then the elite camp. And those dates will be coming out soon. I think August 16th and 17th. His dad, Derek, is sitting right here beside me, so he just told me August 16th and 17th.
Hold on, I'm checking my calendar. Because we're supposed to go play some golf. Oh, no. We're going to have to move that camp. I'm going to be out of town. I'm in Baton Rouge that week. I'm in Baton Rouge the 14th through the 18th.
Yeah, Wes, Isaiah loves, he's a big golf
I know.
guy. He loves golf, so.
We set that up. Next time he came to Little Rock, he and I were going to go play.
I know it. Well, when are you leaving? Are you going to be down in Baton Rouge all week?
Yeah, I'm going to leave the 13th, and I'll be back on the 18th.
Well, I guess I have to get somebody to take the place then.
Maybe we play the 18th. The 18th? Maybe we play the 18th late.
All right, I'll let Derek know.
All right. Hey, Bill, thanks for calling in.
Bill, yeah, have a great time, man. And whatever that color scheme is they like to do in OKC, they're going to have all those T-shirts laid out. So, yeah, make sure you get a pic of that also.
Yeah, well, listen, if they lay T-shirts out, I'll grab one because I'm sure they probably won't have one my size, so I'll bring that one home for a souvenir.
All right, sounds good.
See you, Bill.
All right,
man. We appreciate you. Have fun tonight. Not that I have to tell you to have fun. He's going to have fun. I know that. All right. Should we take a break, come back and do what's trending?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right.
Or we could stretch it out.
We
here.
can just stretch
we
it
can
out.
do it.
Go ahead, Todd. Roll the what's trending for us.
And then we'll come back and talk to Kevin from Twin Peaks.
All right, guys. Hang on a second.
In the meantime, you can listen to the music here at Twin Peaks.
What's Trending in Sports is brought to you by Arkansas's own West Rock Coffee. Join West Rock Coffee, the Razorbacks, and their 1.5 million farmers around the globe. It's fall, so now it's time for your team to stock up on coffee, tea, and water delivered directly to your business. Contact them at westrockcoffee.com or 833-886-JAVA today.
Told you a little earlier about the big news from the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is expected to sign with Pittsburgh Steelers Friday and then go through minicamp. You know who Steelers.
I think everybody knows.
Steelers week one.
Yeah, week one opponent. They did a quarterback swap. Jets have Justin Fields. Steelers have Aaron Rodgers.
How'd that happen? Surely it was the schedule guy at the NFL that smart?
Well, it was one of those things where they anticipated Aaron Rodgers signing, but even if he didn't, Justin Fields started weeks 1 through 6 for Steelers last year. So it was a case of Justin Fields going against his former team. Now you have both quarterbacks and essentially what happened to be a quarterback swap.
So had Justin Fields signed with the Jets before the schedule release?
Yeah.
So they already knew that?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, because free agency started early March and schedule came out a couple weeks later. And, yeah, just here in May, just like 3 weeks ago.
That makes that game very intriguing, doesn't it?
I mean, it was already going to be because matched up against that division already, AFC East, AFC North, those are – North has been really tough, and then East has been dominated by Bills, but we see Jets trying to get better. Dolphins have been right there teetering, and then Patriots with the new coach with Mike Vrabel, and they've made a lot of offseason moves. Those three teams somebody is expected to emerge to close that gap with Bills and maybe even win the division this year.
Game 2 of the College World Series getting set. Texas beat Texas Tech last night 2-1. Just a crazy game in the way that Texas scored their winning runs. Looked like they were trying to intentionally walk the hitter, and the Texas Tech pitcher just didn't throw it far enough outside and left it over the plate, and Girls smacks it for a single.
That's why you always have to be on alert, even if you know that they're trying to walk you. They make a mistake, then you're ready for that mistake. And you're aware because you don't want to take a strike thinking that they're unintentionally walking you and just throwing it outside. So you still have to pay attention there.
Yeah, I've seen it in Major League Baseball and years ago in college baseball. Now in college baseball, they just give you the sign and you don't have to throw 4 pitches. Well, something similar, but it would be high and outside, and they just kind of slap it the other way. But this one was almost like she lost control of it. It was close to a strike. It would have been a high strike, but it was right down the middle of the plate. She missed her target by a lot.
Yeah.
Texas hitter took advantage of it. But
it's always more of a risk to do that, too, because just give them the base. And especially if you have runners on, you definitely want to just give the base as opposed to, going through the motions and then have something happen like a pass ball.
A wild pitch. I've seen a wild pitch because you're not used to throwing it like that off of the mound. And just a little soft toss. And dude airmailed it over the catcher's head for a wild pitch, and the runner on third scored. Yeah, I've seen that happen before, too. That was just a crazy way for that game to pretty much to be decided. Besides that, Texas Tech pitcher was outstanding once again.
Oh, yeah, she has been throughout the postseason. And earning all the money that she has coming in. That's been a big story about how much money she's making in NIL, but she's definitely earning it.
I think I saw they won their first Big 12 championship, and now not only did she get them that, she may get them a national championship. So, yeah, money well spent.
Well, they have some work to do now. They got to win back-to-back games to make it happen.
In the NHL game last night, I didn't watch it, but, dude, the drama to go into overtime in Game 1 and the home team to win it, that's pretty exciting.
We have a high
for McDavid out in front. Here's McDavid out in front. Score! Leon Draisaitl. The Oilers win Game 1.
Now, you heard the name that was in both those clips, Connor McDavid, who was mentioned as best player. Now, there was somebody that said Nathan McKinnon, they wanted to debate that, but, he's a fantastic player also, but Connor McDavid, he is in the conversation of being one of the best ever, and not necessarily about from a scoring standpoint or if he's going to break any records, but just everything he brings to the table, the speed that he has, the assist ability, the scoring ability. Both those clips were assists, which count as scoring for the person who's getting the assist. But that's him just taking in the defense there and making the right play and seeing the open teammate who's able to make the play and get it done. But that game was really interesting from the start. You're a little over a minute in, there's a score. Edmonton scores right away. Then they fall behind 3-1, so they give up the next 3 goals. Then they rattle off 2 goals to tie it. And then in overtime, right before it's about to go to a second overtime, they were under 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
And they score that game-winning goal.
31 seconds left to be exact.
Yep.
Oh. Todd, what's the Noah Cameron update?
The Noah Cameron update, he went 6 innings today, allowing only 2 hits, did not give up a run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Royals lead the Cardinals 5-4 in the bottom of the 10th, so unfortunately he is not in line for the win, I don't think. 46 of his 82 pitches for strikes, lowers his ERA to 0.85.
Is that good?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we got it on up here. I didn't realize they were in extra innings, and I didn't realize it was a live game. I thought it was a rebroadcast. They're already playing.
Well, they got rained out last night, so they're playing a doubleheader today.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he just told me in my ear. All right, thanks, Todd, for that update. That's awesome. Good for him.
And Todd is a Royals fan, so he's paying close attention.
No doubt. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about Twin Peaks, find out about this big weekend they have tonight, NBA Finals. Head on out.
Bikini Car Wash,
Join
starting
us.
at 5 o'clock.
Ooh, we can hang around for another hour and go get our car washed.
Absolutely.
Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals takes place tonight. It'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in basketball all season long, as they host the Indiana Pacers in a best-of-7 game series. Game 1 can be seen on ABC. Tip time is set for 7:30 Central Time. First game of the Stanley Cup playoffs was a fun one last night, as it was the Edmonton Oilers in overtime, taking down the defending champion Florida Panthers by a score of 4-3. It was Leon Draisaitl who found the back of the net to put Edmonton up 1-0 in that Stanley Cup final. And last but not least, it was the Texas Longhorns winning 2-1, rallying past Texas Tech. The Longhorns have a 1-0 lead in the Women's College World Series. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Natural State Wholesale in Cabot has all kinds of flooring, tile, vinyl, hardwood, waterproof wood, and laminate. Their price will not be beat. Create a beautiful new bathroom with bathtubs, vanities, faucets, fixtures, and toilets. Tile for showers. New specials always coming and going, but always great wholesale pricing. 2011 North 2nd Street in Cabot. Go see the Flooring King Don Grisham himself. They're now open on Saturdays, 8 to noon.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Tune in each week when Susan Irwin Prowl shares her Keys to the Weekend music events calendar with Justin and DJ. Brought to you by Willie D's and Big Red Dog Productions. Big Red Dog Productions is your gateway to music excellence in Central Arkansas and beyond. Visit entertainersguide.com to see the weekly calendar and submit your shows.
Twin Peaks Bourbon and Brews is heading south for the summer. They are now introducing Twin Peaks Tequila and Cervezas. It's a fiesta every Friday with samples of our favorite tequilas and cervezas all summer long, featuring fiery red lingerie parties.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center in Benton proudly offers compassionate and loving care to our veterans, meeting the unique needs of every veteran who calls Heartland home. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. And Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat meal solution items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat meal solutions now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken pot pie for only $7.49 per pound, with twice baked potatoes for $4.99 per pound.
Out of Bounds, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio.
Well, I'm joined by a happy Cardinals fan, and our producer Todd back in the studio is an unhappy Royals fan.
It's okay, man. Shout out to the second best baseball team in Missouri.
Nice.
Cardinals just walked them off in the 10th inning. That was exciting, Kevin. That was pretty cool. Kevin from Twin Peaks with us.
Oh yeah. How y'all doing today?
Man,
Great.
Yes, great day. We had some great food. We've been watching some great sports here at Twin Peaks, and happy hour is going.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're about to have a big crowd for NBA Finals tonight.
NBA Finals tonight. We've been growing through what I like to call alternative sports that average everyday Americans don't really watch, like soccer, hockey, stuff like that. So like I said last time I was on the radio, this is like your every sport center right here, and I'm looking forward to it. Tonight's going to be fun. Game 1 finals. Let's see, we got, what's today, Thursday, so we have our Thursday drink specials, $5 Jameson, $5 portion Jameson Orange, $5 mules. So if you like the ginger beer mules and stuff, we have like every kind, like the tequila, the Mexican mule, we have the traditional Moscow mule. There's Irish mule. There's a lot of options to choose from.
Got to try that Jameson Orange.
No, yeah,
that sounds good.
Orange on an ice ball, just straight up, because it's perfect that way. And with a lot of flavored liquors, it tastes like a little too sweet or a little too fake. It tastes like someone aged the Jameson with orange peels and stuff in there. It doesn't taste,
not too sweet,
not
over
too
the
sweet.
top.
No, not at all. I don't mix it with anything. I just mix it with fun.
Nice.
Just a hint of orange with it.
Just a hint of orange, man. Yeah, but it's definitely, that was one of my things before I started working here. You can see me and my buddies when I worked at Texas Roadhouse. We'd be here every Thursday faithfully. Jameson Orange, an ice ball. Enjoying our service industry incentive program that we have here. So like pretty much every night of the week, 10 p.m. to close, we do a service industry incentive. So there's like 50% off. If you work in the industry, you get 50% off of your food and certain food items, but it's like almost half the menu. So like handhelds, burgers, sandwiches, pretty much any appetizer except for the sampler or the wings and the flatbread. So there's a lot of different stuff to choose from. And, when you get off work, we'll be here working for you.
Nice. Yeah, it's a great place to come. Yeah, especially for service industry. You're looking for something to do after work.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect place to come. Not only do you get the great food and drinks, but then there's still sports going on at that time.
Absolutely. There's always something on television. I mean, they got rugby on at 4 o'clock in the morning, so there's something to watch at all times of the day.
Well, that's what we're joking about Sunday and Monday night with the Trojans taking on LSU. Those games didn't start till 8.
Yeah.
And they were like almost 4 hours long. They weren't over until almost midnight.
Oh, yeah. There's some people that schedule their workday around Razorback baseball. So I see the same little group of people, that same table I was talking about last time at the patio, and they're in here. So I was like, man, shout out to them, man, for sure. But no, that was exciting, though. You had the Razorbacks and the Trojans on at the same time, side by side on television. I mean, it don't get any better than that for an Arkansan, that's for sure. But we had a good little crowd in here for that. I'm expecting one tonight. So, like I said last time, if you want to get in here. The game starts at 7:30.
Yeah,
I get here by 7 because it's going to be. I imagine we're going to go on a wait tonight.
No, absolutely.
I hope we're going on a wait tonight.
No, you will. And then Bikini Car Wash. I mean, you're given another attraction here, and this is something that you do every Thursday.
Yes, sir.
So it's great that it lines up with Game 1 of NBA Finals.
That's what I'm saying, man. Come get your car wash for free. Park it. Come in, enjoy happy hour. Get you a bite to eat. Next thing you know, you look up the games on. Just come spend your evening with us. That's what we're here for sure. Not only that, so we have the free car wash every Thursday from 5 to 8. Which when I get done with this, I'm gonna have to go outside and set up the car wash. Now you're not gonna see me out there washing cars. So I tell you right now.
No offense, but nobody wants to see us.
I left my hoochie daddy outfit in the house, man, for sure. But tomorrow, there's like a annual competition with the Twin Peaks girls. So we've already decided on who our girl is going to be for our store. Miss Alicia, it's her second year in a row being Miss Twin Peaks West Little Rock. And so she's going to go to Miami to compete against all the other Twin Peaks girls in the nation or in the world, whatever. So tomorrow she's doing a signing in here. So she's signing posters. So, if you want to get your poster autographed by Miss Twin Peaks West Little Rock, come here tomorrow from 5 to 7. She will be sitting here smiling and kissing babies and autograph and posters for you for sure. And that's gonna be. I got a feeling she's gonna get it this year. She's locked in. She's locked in, so she's gonna bring that title home. At least I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it'd be a good time to come meet her and then send her off.
Yeah.
You'll be have a chance to see her here at Twin Peaks on Tuesday as you're going to live stream the event.
Yes, sir.
At 7:30?
Yeah.
Man, y'all are packed because Saturday and Sunday you got racebacks in Tennessee, so you're going to have good crowds in the afternoon, early evening.
Got the UFC pay-per-view.
Oh, that's going to be big Saturday night.
Yeah. O'Malley, man, that dude is a character.
He
man.
is.
I love watching dude fight. I'm not even a big MMA guy, but there are certain fighters that I'm a fan of, and I'm definitely a fan of that guy right there, man. O'Malley he's exciting to watch for sure.
He almost does bring that same kind of aura as like a Conor McGregor at his peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, there are certain people that want to see him fight for the skill, but then there are people that want to see him get beat, possibly.
Absolutely. That's what I'm looking forward to. Anybody want to put some money on the other guy, come see me, okay? But all I know is O'Malley, that man has some of the most unconventional knockouts I've seen in my life, man. Like you just, where'd that foot come from?
Right.
It's like I said, he's a really exciting fighter to watch, and I know that's going to draw us a crowd in here. There's so much going on, probably going to get dizzy going from TV to TV. But I mean, that's part of the excitement of Twin Peaks, man.
What's the setup like tonight with the NBA Finals? Are most of the TVs on the game?
Most of the TVs will be on the game. We will have the game sound audio on, but we gotta have the in betweens. So I imagine most of the main TVs will be on there, but we're gonna have some other stuff on in between those TVs. Whatever.
Cardinals.
Yeah, definitely. we gotta take that double header on home for sure. But no, definitely. And it's crazy. We have a few regulars. There's my one guy, I forgot his name, but he's a Mets fan. So anytime I see him, I already know. If I haven't looked at the sports roster yet, man, y'all got a game today?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah. So I always have it'll be TV right in front of him, be on Mets. Everything else is something else, but I'm gonna keep the Mets on for him. And that's one thing that a lot of diehard fans know that it doesn't matter how far away they are from their market. You come in here, man, we got it. So you can get every game. Yeah. It's we got the season tickets, man. We any game, if it's blacked out on one channel, I can find it on another. It's fun. I never really thought about it before I started working here, but man, it's a lot going on into that, man. We print off a whole sports roster and stuff, so we know what channel everything is on, so it doesn't take us long to find. The only thing is sometimes you have to juggle the TVs or whatever because, you switch one channel and switch one TV and then someone else over here I was watching this. And it's and you fix that, then someone else comes up to you, I was watching this. And so just juggling us, rotating that's a little bit of excitement. I love puzzles, so for me, that's what it is. It's just another adventure. That's all it is.
Something else that's great is if you're sitting at a booth, you have your own TV.
Yes.
So you can get whatever you want to on that TV specifically.
And as long as we have that broadcasting on one of our satellites, you can change those channels at the TV. You can just reach over and change it yourself if you want to, or you can ask one of us to come over remote and change it. But I think it has at least 7 of our 10 satellites on there. So anything that we're showing here, you can get on that TV.
That's awesome. Yeah. Happy hour's underway. What are some of the things on the menu?
Happy hour. So I know today for sure, this is our daily special. It's a $5 fried pickles. Happy hour menu. So it's $1 off of any draft, wine or liquor, including cocktails or whatever. We have the $2 mini tacos, so $2 per taco, and they're not that small. It takes. It's a 3-biter.
You're a big guy too. So how many? How many are we going to eat?
Usually I'll probably have about 4.
Okay. That's not bad. $8. You get full on $8.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not bad at all. And then if you don't want the crunchy ones, you can sub them out for flour tortillas, so we can make them soft if you want them, soft, whatever. But no, good food. And Scratch Kitchen. You can't beat really anything back there.
Absolutely, yeah. That menu is loaded with plenty of items there.
Yeah.
Food and drinks wise. How's Tequila and Cervezas going on Fridays? And that's going to be going on at the same time Alicia is doing the meet and greet.
Yeah. And so I'm going to tell you, it has been it's been fun. So part of my job as the marketing manager is setting up displays. So on Fridays, I have a little display over here with some of the featured cocktails on it or whatever, and then we'll have little samples right there. So come on in. try what we have to offer before you know. Do I say try before you buy? Try before you buy.
That's always great.
Yeah, but so I believe tomorrow starts also our neon bikini party. So there's gonna be like a special drink menu just for that time period from the 7th through the 10th. So we'll have the menu for that. And then after bikini party is National Bourbon Week. So we're going to have another special menu for that, 11th through the 16th, with different bourbon drinks on there, stuff like that, Manhattan, stuff like that, featured drinks. So everything on that menu will be at like a discounted price as well. And one thing that I do need to point out is, we do have like a collection of rare or limited whiskeys, bourbons, scotches, and also tequila. So it's called Grandpa Stash. So if you're into that top shelf, high dollar, just sipping on a cube, we've got that for you too. Just ask for a Grandpa Stash. I mean, you should get one every time you get sat down, but sometimes we might be out of one, or they might forget about it. So if you're into that scene right there, ask for Grandpa's Stash, right?
And you can see plenty of the drinks as you walk through the door here in the cabinets coming in.
Oh, yeah. Most of our I say high quality top shelf liquors are on display right there in that liquor cabinet. Some very fine stuff, tequilas especially. And then like when you first walk in, if you look over the bar, you'll see even more of Grandpa's Stash up there, all of our different scotches and bourbons and tequilas up there. It's just a good time. It's all, I tell everybody, even if you don't drink, we've got great food, and you can't beat our view. I've been to other restaurants I won't name. I just never understood how, if your main thing is chicken wings, and your chicken wings aren't better than ours. May God bless their hearts. That's all I can say.
Kevin, we appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for having us out. It was a good day.
Anytime, man. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, we always love being here.
All right, now let me
always good talking to you.
Go get this car wash started. All
right, sounds good.
We got to take our last break. We'll wrap things up when we come back. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
On Friday, April 11th of this year, I finished my first year driving a GV70 from Genesis of Conway. So, what's the big deal? It's this. It's the Craig O'Neill Anniversary Sale at Genesis of Conway. To celebrate 1 year of driving the 2024 GV70, you're invited to come in and learn how you can get a 2025 for as low as $497 a month. Yes, $497 a month. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and GenWealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
Here's another Whataburger DM. Miranda says, it's 2023 and still no Pico Burger. How do we get y'all to pick it back up? Miranda, we totally thought we responded to this. We know it's been a minute or two, but good news, the Pico de Gallo burger is back up. Yep, the 2 fresh beef patties covered with crisp Pico de Gallo, 2 slices of pepper jack and creamy cilantro lime sauce you love is back. And it's all thanks to you. The Pico de Gallo burger is back for a limited time. What a burger!
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from Hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Here's comedian Howie Mandel for hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins.
Yeah, I'm holding a new Cozy Fit Skechers slip-in sneaker, and first of all, I barely know I'm holding it. It's that light. You see, Cozy Fit is a cool new sneaker where the upper is made of a soft quilted material. It's kind of like a little puffer jacket for your feet, except it looks like a super stylish sneaker.
Introducing new Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins, the latest comfort creation from Skechers. You can find Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Live fan feedback on 103.7 The Buzz is powered by Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Whit Davis Lumber Plus, more than a lumber yard.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz. Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio. Gwatney Chevrolet. Driving, trust every mile.
Big things are happening at Gwatney Chevrolet in June. The summer celebration is ready to roll. They had a great May, and now they're going to roll it into June. Military Appreciation Month was awesome, and now at Gwatney Chevrolet, they're ready to just make you happy in June and get you in a new ride. If you're unhappy with that vehicle you're driving, don't like that payment, make that trip to Jacksonville. James Street exit in Jacksonville, and Gwatney Chevrolet is ready to make a deal for you. They got great trade-in value. Right now, when you trade in your vehicle, they'll take a look at that Kelley Blue Book, and they're going to give you more than Kelley Blue Book because they want to make sure you feel good about the trade-in. They're going to make sure you feel good when you buy a new car. When you leave Gwatney Chevrolet, you're going to be happy with the deal that you just got. They want to put a smile on your face. Go to the website, GwatneyChevrolet.com. You can see all the inventory they have right now. You can see all the deals, the rebates, the specials they have, and then, make a call. Tell them, I want to test drive this car, that car. They'll set it up for you, make it quick and easy when you head out to Gwatney Chevrolet. James Street exit in Jacksonville. It is Gwatney Chevrolet. Wes Moore and Joe Franklin with you as we wrap things up on this Thursday. Just rolled right through this show, Joe.
Yeah, it's been a blast, and getting ready for NBA Finals to start tonight. Bet Saracen, latest lines there, but that UFC event, UFC 316 coming up this weekend. Kevin was just talking about Sean O'Malley. He is plus 240. Ooh. So Sean O'Malley is an underdog, and if you like the way he fights, as Kevin was just mentioning, pick Sean O'Malley. You know who else likes Sean O'Malley? Sabrina. Sabrina really likes Sean O'Malley, so I'm sure that's something she'll be paying attention to also. And the over-under for rounds is 4.5. So if you feel like this fight may go the distance, then you want to go with the over. But if you think there's going to be a knockout, a stoppage prior to that, 4.5, that's a good number there to go under.
I was just checking on Bet Saracen, too, for the winner of the College World Series. Arkansas still at plus 400. LSU's at plus 300. To win the Fayetteville Regional, Arkansas's minus 145. But at Bet Saracen, they're doing a profit boost on that one, so you get better odds if you think Arkansas is going to win that game. They've always got great – here it is, your Arkansas, Tennessee. Oh, it's for Game 1. The Game 1 profit boost, Arkansas, they've lowered the odds for you, so it's only minus 150. So that's just another thing they do at Bet Saracen to try to make it a little bit more fan-friendly. Give you a little incentive, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because on the money line right now, nationally, it's minus 175. So Arkansas, but on Bet Saracen, you can get Arkansas minus 150 for Game 1. So, if you were to, that would say, $25 on a, if you could win more, $25 more on the $175, $150 bet.
On that homepage on Bet Saracen, you can see plenty of the specials they have going along, especially with that banner right there at the top. It can get you wherever you want to be.
We'll talk more about Bet Saracen tomorrow when Neil Atkinson joins us. Also, we'll have Steve Sullivan in the studio. We'll get some picks from Brian Edwards. He's got some thoughts on some of the big games of the year that the odds are already out on for college football. He'll give us the details on that. And Mark the Magician.
Oh, yeah.
Got the Belmont on Saturday. So we got a loaded show for you tomorrow. Glad you listened today. Big thanks to all of our friends at Twin Peaks. It was a lot of fun. I hope you get a chance to get out here tonight, right now for happy hour, or tomorrow, or this weekend for the baseball games. That's going to do it. Hope you can stick around, though. Drive Time Sports is next.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. We see people seizing opportunities, building communities,